It is hockey time at the IRA Civic Center. We got the band here. We got two hockey teams. We're ready to go with a 7AA matchup, Grand Rapids and the Cloquet. Esco Carlton Lumberjacks, Sheldon Willis along with Grant Clapton. And we've talked a lot about the fact that we're back to coach's vote in seeding for 7AA, which makes this a bigger game.
Yeah, it really does, Sheldon. And I'm personally a fan of that. However, it could get messy with the way things are going right now. I mean, I think you got probably two of the top four teams right now arguably playing here tonight. Obviously, the Grand Rapids Andover result is going to matter. Duluth East still has 2 games left against Cloquet. And, you know, I mean, you could see any one of these teams probably finishing anywhere between 2 and 4.
Yeah, I would think so. Does Grand Rapids still have an outside chance at a 1 seed if they beat Cloquet and Andover?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they do, because not only does it matter in the section, but then you'll go to common opponents. You know, Grand Rapids with a big tilt this weekend with White Bear Lake, which Duluth East lost to early in the year 5-3. Now, when you're doing these rankings too, you know, the time of year that you play a team does come into effect, right. And that would be the argument that I'm sure Coach Patosha would try to make.
Well, certainly, but you still come back that Rapids is split with Duluth East. They can sweep Cloquet with the win tonight. They still have the game against Andover. Yeah, I think it's wide open, especially, as you said, in that 2-4 range, which makes this a big one tonight. This is the Itasca County Public Health pregame show, of course, brought to you by Itasca County Public Health. And they remind you it's cold and flu season. No one has to be reminded about that. Remember to wash your hands, cover your cough, stay home if you're sick, and get your flu shot. Grand Rapids coming off a big win against Moorhead. And why don't we take a break? We'll come back with Super Joe looking back at that win over Moorhead, and also our Chido chat with Wade Chido. And then we'll be back to talk about it as well. Grand Rapids and Cloquet Esco Carlton coming up next on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Penalty on number 16, 2 minutes for slashing.
Coach, it's all tied up. What should we do?
Okay, let's set up a solid income plan with great diversification and an intelligent withdrawal rate. Come on now, let's crunch those numbers and get that goal. For winning guidance with your retirement game plan, give the coaching staff at Claremont Financial Advisors a call to put together your winning play.
Now in front, shot, they score!
Parents, are you planning a winter vacation road trip? Is your car road ready? Your most precious cargo isn't your luggage or cooler, it's your children. When's the last time you had your tires checked, rotated, or replaced? Before you hit the road, make sure you stop in to Atchison Tire and get your car road ready and safe. You don't want your vacation to end up like the Griswolds. The staff at Atchison Tire of Grand Rapids will make sure this won't happen.
Start the new year with new gear from Ray's Sport & Cycle. Check out their vast selection of snowmobile helmets, jackets, bibs, and monosuits from FXR, Climb, Tubi, 509, and more. They also have a great selection of apparel for men, women, and children. While you're there, shop the great selection of ATVs and side-by-sides they have in stock. Ray's Sport & Cycle, Grand Rapids.
Pre-owned vehicle prices are falling at Grand Rapids Chevrolet. After end-of-year price markdowns, come in and get your best deal. Choose from over 100 vehicles. Get a 2018 Equinox LT for only $16,741, or a 2020 Silverado Crew RST 4x4, now just $36,271. See all the deals at RapidsGM.com, including GM-certified pre-owned vehicles at Grand Rapids Chevrolet, Highway 169 South on the Car Corner. Chevy, find new roads.
Trust Chandler Cushel Insurance and Grinnell Mutual to make your small business a big deal. They understand the challenges that come with operating a small business. That's why they offer specialized coverages to fit the needs of your business. Trust them for great coverage and great service so you can trust in tomorrow. Contact Joe Chandler, your local Grinnell Mutual agent, at 326-4655 today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Nooch's in the Corner is open for your convenience. Hi, this is Lisa at Nooch's in the Corner. We have propane for your fish house, we fill up your propane tank, and we don't just exchange it. Nooch's is your U-Haul rental headquarters whether you need a trailer, truck, or car dolly, or moving supplies. Nooch's also carries one of the best outbuildings on the market, made right here in Minnesota. Old Hickory buildings and sheds have many different floor plans and styles to choose from. It's true, we no longer have gas pumps, but everything else is here for your convenience at Nooch's in the Corner.
It's the Grand Rapids Hockey pregame show on J105 The Thunder. The Thunderhawks back home tonight to host Cloquet Esco Carleton in a Section 7AA matchup. I'm Jojo Leotti. We will look ahead more to tonight's matchup with the Lumberjacks in just a bit, but right now let's rewind to Saturday afternoon / early evening. Grand Rapids taking on Moorhead, a game that was scheduled for 6 o'clock, got moved up to 4 o'clock, and didn't really end up starting until closer to 4:30. And it was worth the wait for Grand Rapids. They defeat the Spuds 2-1 in a gritty road win. Moorhead controlling things in the first. They outshoot Grand Rapids 10-4, and they score the lone goal of the opening period, a power play goal from Aaron Ryerson. That goal at 15:57, 1-0 Spuds. We go to the second. Grand Rapids answers, courtesy of Kyle Henke.
Puck at the half wall, back to Henke. Henke takes a shot, goal! Kyle Henke through the screen, ties it at 1.
Assist to Caleb Gunderson and Blaine Mortensen. Goal coming at 4:18. Shots in the second, 14-3 Thunderhawks. We go to the third, tied at 1, and breaking the tie at 8:45, Jacob Garski. Assist to Hayden Davis and Gavin Forrest. Here's Garski on the go-ahead and eventual game-winning goal.
Yeah, Gavin came around the net. He was going hard, passed to Davis, passed up to me, shot Gavin's screen. It went in.
Grand Rapids defeats Moorhead 2-1 on Saturday. Miles Gunderson, the win in net, making 18 saves. Kai Weigel, the loss for Moorhead, making 25 saves. Physical game, 42 combined penalty minutes, 30 on Grand Rapids, including several misconducts. Grand Rapids improves to 10-5 on the season. They host Cloquet Esco Carleton tonight. When we come back, the Chido Chat. Sheldon Willis visits with the Grand Rapids head coach. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
Ray's Marine is a fourth-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years, and there's still inventory available, including London Questliner boats with Mercury motors. They're making room for the new 2023 models coming in. Ray's Marine has the boat and Mercury motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right boat and Mercury motor for your family at Ray's Sport Marine, when your passion is the water.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
Hey there, Tony here from your neighborhood Sammy's Pizza and Restaurant in Grand Rapids. While recently cheering on our Thunderhawks, I realized Sammy's Pizza is as much of a tradition around here as hitting the ice. This hockey season, I want to invite you to visit us before or after the game. Just as in 1954, every pizza is still made fresh with our signature crimp crust, fresh sauce, and our secret blend of seasonings. We're at 802 South Pregame Avenue and online at Sammy'sPizzaGrandRapids.com as well as mysammys.com.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
When it's time for a tune-up, CarQuest has all you need. Receive a $24 mail-in rebate when you purchase 8 Autolite, AC Delcor, or Denso spark plug varieties. You can keep moving with die-hard batteries. CarQuest offers free battery testing. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Who doesn't want money back, right? I'm Greg with Lake Country Power, here to tell you about sizable rebates available for co-op members. If you haven't cashed in on any yet, you might be leaving money on the table. Get more than $1,000 back for installing a SEER 18 Plus air source heat pump, $600 for installing an electric Rheem Marathon off-peak water heater, and that's not all. Dozens of other rebates are available. Give us a call or go to lakecountrypower.coop.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, facing our toughest challenges head on, believing that together we can build something better and take care of each other. Because this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Essentia Health is where you belong. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health Pregame Show on J105. Wade Chido, head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. You survived the road trip, you survived the bus ride, and you played 2 really good periods of hockey.
We did. You know what? I was really happy with our effort and what we did. And, you know, the kids came out there focused and they dialed in and did the things the right way. And guess what? We were successful. It was fun to see. That was a quality win, and I was really proud of them.
And not only, like you say, quality win, but they had to do it coming from behind in the second and third periods. That was a gut check time, character check time after the first.
Yeah, you know what? In the first period, we came out, we were a little tentative, but that's going to happen when you're on the road. You know, the first 5 minutes, they're going to take it to you. That's a good team. And we settled in, and the game kind of started, our momentum came our way, and kids started making plays, got more confident, and you notice our play picked up. Obviously, the third period was a lot of power play, penalty kill, and it was kind of a different period in that aspect. But I'm just really proud of them. You know, we had 2 games prior to that we weren't playing very good hockey, and they came out focused and driven and found a way to win.
And that was the first time you've been in a game that really ended up the third period was just no flow because of penalties. How do you get through that? How do you keep the team focused when stuff like that is happening?
Well, you stay focused, right? There was no rhythm. I agree with you, but that's hockey. You know, that's sports. Anytime you watch it, play it, whatever, there's going to be some games, some periods that there's no rhythm. But you got to, as a team, you got to keep that competitive edge and that competitive maturity and keep focused and making sure you're getting the job at hand done.
And we've talked a lot about Miles Gunderson all year, but he was again back from being just good to being phenomenal.
He was locked in. I knew it when they came down. I think it was the first period. They had a little mini breakaway, Ryerson, and the kid tried to pick the corner, and Miles snapped that thing. I go, oh, he's in, because it was a no-brainer. He was flawless for him. It was smooth for him, and he was seeing pucks. And I knew Miles was going to be tough to beat. So I figured if we had to get 3 goals, we'd win the game.
Now coming in against Cloquet Carleton, you defeated them in their building, but this is a team that's put some pucks in the net and has some pretty good results since you've seen them last.
Yeah, you know what? They're going to be geared. It's a big game. Let's just call it the way it is. It's a huge game for section stuff, and obviously we nipped them at their barn, and I know Shea thinks he has a good club, and it'll be fun. We got to be prepared. We got to be ready to go, and it's a must win for us on our end of it, since we obviously lost in Duluth East because we got them and Andover next, and I told the kids that these 3 games are the most important 3 games of the year, and obviously we fell on one. We need to find a way to get through it tonight and get a W.
And I guess how do you channel and make sure that same intensity that you had second and third period shows up every game?
Well, it's just easy. If you're not performing, you're not working hard, you know what, I'll find someone else to get in the lineup. That's the reality of it. We're over halfway point, and the message has been delivered pretty clearly that I have no issues with mistakes. But if you're not working hard, that's when I have an issue. And I always tell the kids, they said, hey, at the end of the day, when the final buzzer rings, if you can say I did everything possible, that's all I want as a coach, and that's my message been all season. And so that's going to be the focal point for us is to play hard, play fast, and do the things we can, and not worry about the outcome. We'll worry about the outcome when the final buzzer rings.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that is head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, Wade Chido. Is that the way you approach it as well, Grant? Not as worried about mistakes as with effort and speed.
Yeah, I don't think you can worry about physical mistakes for sure, but if mistakes are happening with lack of effort or lack of focus, that's when it becomes a problem, and that's when bad habits set in. And then, everybody talks about the term identity. It seems to be the word of 2023, but when you're watching hockey, I've heard it all the time, right? So, but I think that becomes your identity is bad habits. And,
right.
And if you can keep the kids focused and working hard, then good things are going to happen, and most importantly, they're going to improve, and they'll be prepared when it matters.
And the thing that stuck out to me as I watched the Moorhead game, especially second and third period, is the speed that Rapids made decisions and moved the puck. And how is that something you learn as the season goes on, as you play with your line mates more? Just a confidence thing, or what is it? Because that line between making those decisions fast and thinking too long is a very fine line in hockey.
Yeah, I think that, I think you're right, but I think one thing that they can really go off of, and I'm kind of shooting from the hip there, but I want to say Rapids ended up outshooting them 27-19, right?
I believe so.
And 10 shots Moorhead got in the first period,
right?
And they had a really good second and third period. That tells me that Grand Rapids is playing with the confidence of their goalie, which they should be, and the personality of their coach. And I think good teams will end up doing that as the season goes on. And when you have Miles Gunderson and he's locked in, as a player, you can take more chances and take a little bit more risk because he's there to bail you out,
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Coach Chido highlighted that save on Ryerson in the first period, and it just seemed like the team relaxed and started playing hockey after that.
Well, what's the worst thing that can happen? They score.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're going to get scored on a lot. You can't hang your head. You got to get back out there and do it. And I think that's one thing that Grand Rapids needs to kind of build off of is they know Miles is going to come. They know that their decor is going to come. You know what I mean? That's been a pretty consistent basis for 15 games. And now they just need to take it to that next level.
We'll take another break on the Itasca County Public Health pregame show, and when we come back, it's actually Jake Bosey, assistant coach of the Cloquet Esco Carleton Lumberjacks, here on the pregame show. You're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hi, my name is Dale Rozier, Vice President of Personal Banking at Grand Rapids State Bank. Our community family at Grand Rapids State Bank has been very instrumental in delivering products, services, and community involvement that has provided financial support for many families of the Grand Rapids community. This is only achievable when you make a 100% commitment to community. When everyone comes together to support community, more families benefit from the generosity of others. I'm Dale, and I work at Grand Rapids State Bank.
The Grand Rapids State Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Jimmy John's, we want your sandwich to arrive freaky fast, so it's freaky fresh. So we only deliver within 5 minutes of our stores, and not farther. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com. 5 minutes is not a guaranteed delivery time. Actual delivery times will vary.
When you don't have time to go to lunch, let Jimmy John's deliver lunch to you. With Jimmy John's, we can get a freaky fresh sandwich to you freaky fast. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Hi, this is Steve from Rapid Garage Door and Awning, your local garage door expert. Whether you're building new or remodeling, we have top quality residential and commercial garage doors and openers from names you can trust, like Cloquet, North Central, and LiftMaster. From installation to parts, we have the products, skill, and competitive pricing you are looking for. We listen to your needs, find a solution, and stand behind our work to ensure your satisfaction. You can reach us at 218-326-1333 and at rapiddoor.com.
Fred's Live Bait and Tackle of Deer River has a great selection of live bait, fishing tackle, and gear. Get yourself ready for every fishing season at Fred's Live Bait and Tackle. They're a family-owned business that has been helping put fish in your boat and bucket for decades. Your premier live bait and tackle shop from Deer River to Lake of the Woods and everything in between. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle is a northern Minnesota fishing tradition. Open every day, 6 a.m. to 5, 1 mile west of Deer River on Highway 2.
Ready, steady, Yeti. When it comes to finding a company for your next project, you won't find a better team around than Yeti Earthworks. They're a local landscaping contractor ready to help you with whatever you need done. They're properly insured for your next project and only use quality products and state-of-the-art equipment. Maintaining your property can be stressful and time-consuming, so let Yeti Earthworks take the load off your back. They're our area's premier dirt work company. Find out about their services online on Facebook or at YetiEarth.com. Otherwise, call 218-259-0080.
It's time to drop the puck on the best home deals in the Northland. Wayne Roskus here, sales rep for Eisman Homes in Cohasset. We are here so you can score the best deals of the season. Don't get a 2-minute penalty for holding off on visiting Eisman Homes' brand new location. Manufactured and modular homes are always your best shot at realizing the home of your dreams. For the best game plan, team up with Eisman Homes. The biggest save will be on your investment at Eisman Homes of Cohasset. Your home now.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health Pregame Show on J105. Jake Posey, head coach, or not head coach, assistant coach. I just gave you a promotion, Jake.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
A lot of headaches go with that, though. You can ask Shay.
I don't even want to know.
Coming in tonight against Grand Rapids, I guess talk a little bit about Cloquet Esco Carleton, because it looks like some significant success on the ice since the last time I saw you.
Yeah, we're trying to find our identity and put good games together. With that said, we're like every high school kid goes through slumps, so we're trying to find our game, and not a better way to do it than playing a section opponent in Grand Rapids, so hopefully we're ready.
And what have been some of the highlights of the season since the last time you saw Grand Rapids?
Just finding our identity, like I said. Our play away from the puck is vastly improved, and when we get the puck, we're making things happen. On top of that, we have to play physical to have success.
And looks like some goals are starting to go in. That was kind of a challenge early on, it looked like, and now looks like the scoring touch is starting to come.
Yeah, it's come, but it goes, right? So scoring comes and goes, so our message is play defense first, and the scoring will take care of itself. We've been fortunate that our power plays had some success, and now it's just trying to keep rolling with that.
Last game against Grand Rapids, they got up early and kind of one of those games that kind of snowballed a little bit. What do you remember about that game, and what's the message you give to the guys about that?
That, hey, we've played with some of the top in the state, and now you just have to learn from your mistakes, and you get another shot at them tonight.
So what are the things specifically that Cloquet Esco Carleton looking to change tonight?
Just playing good structured hockey, zone to zone, so defensive zone, neutral zone, offensive zone, and then taking care of special teams.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you much.
And that is Jake Posey, assistant coach of the Cloquet Esco Carleton Lumberjacks. Coach Shea Walters wanting to pass the buck on the interview tonight.
Yeah, maybe he must be ultra focused then and didn't want to tip his cards.
But Shea did give me starting lineup, so that's good.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, there you go. But Cloquet Esco Carleton coming in 9-4-1, 9-4-0, and Grand Rapids 10-5-0, and Cloquet has had some decent results against some good teams. I know a 1-goal loss to Stillwater. Kind of depends which Stillwater team showed up, I guess. They've beaten some good teams, losing to them by 1. And, so there's some competitive games in there for this Cloquet team.
Yeah, I mean, that Stillwater game definitely stands out in the fact that Stillwater's beat some really good teams and tying Duluth East 5-5, and then Cloquet only falling to them by a goal in overtime, I believe.
Yep.
And I believe the shots were pretty close. So, the other thing is, and I do think this stuff matters, is, Cloquet lost to Grand Rapids 4-1 a game ago, and just kind of watching Cloquet out in warm-ups here, they look to be pretty focused, and we might be in for a pretty good one tonight.
And I really think it was a lot of the physicality of Rapids that took it away from Cloquet in that first game. Several of their forwards looked really good for the first 10 minutes, got hit a few times, and then slowed right down, and I didn't see them much anymore. And Grand Rapids, that is a part of their game that needs to come. It really came against Moorhead. They out-hit the Spuds every period.
It's a difference maker for sure. And there's a reason why anybody can be a good men's league player, right? There's no hitting.
Yep.
When you start hitting, it changes the flow of the game. And it also, I feel, if you're finishing your checks, I've always taught that it puts you in position to get the puck and be in a good position to play offense. And when you're swinging off and you're cheating, you know, you end up being a little bit out of position. And I mean, going back with, you know, Moorhead to be a Monday morning quarterback for John Ammerman, only I can say that because I know John really well.
And he's a great coach.
He's a fantastic guy and a great coach. And, you know, at the same time, you know, if you're putting pressure on and you've got a 1-0 lead and it's 10-4, all they need to do is start hitting, you know, and then that makes a slow team even slower.
Right.
You know,
right.
So that maybe I wasn't there, but I'm guessing maybe that was missing out of Moorhead's, you know, playing.
And I'll see how good my memory is, but I still have the stats from the first 2 periods from our good friend Mar Burt, who always helps me out. First period. Oh no, he gave those. He didn't have any cell phone service, so he gave them to me on Post-it notes.
Sure.
So I don't have them on my phone. But Grand Rapids with a significant advantage in hits, both the first and the second period, and I think that took its toll on Moorhead, got him frustrated, and when you're hitting, I think you play faster.
Well, I think no question about it, you do, because you're into the game.
Yep.
You know, and I think like it's going to have to be something that Grand Rapids works into their repertoire here going forward, because that's how you beat Duluth East. You hit those skilled kids. Yep. That's how you beat Andover. We saw it here last year in the regular season. And when you can do that, because I can tell you this, I played defense. When you go back to pick that puck up and you've been hit a few times, you know it's coming, and you make things maybe happen just a little bit quicker than you want to, and that'll give the opposing team an advantage.
And Rapids has a number of players that are big and physical and like to hit, like Hayden Davis, like a Bauer Murphy. They also have some smaller players that enjoy hitting too. They maybe don't get quite as much done, but they throw their body around with abandon. Guys like a Gavin Forrest just love it.
Oh yeah, Gavin Forrest is a competitor. He loves to do it. Kyler Miller is a competitor. He loves to do it. What I would say to Hayden Davis is more.
Yep. I agree.
Because he can make you feel it. You'll wake up in the morning feeling Hayden Davis.
Yeah, I agree with that, and maybe a little Kyle Henke as well.
Yeah, you will.
Kyle's solid kid. This has been the Itasca County Public Health pregame show, and they would like to remind you of the importance of getting enough sleep. Children should try to get 9 to 11 hours. Teenagers, 8 to 10. Put down the devices, get some Z's, and be at your best in the game. Starting lineups are brought to you by Skoglund Electric. For all of your electrical contracting needs, whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial, contact Skoglund Electric. They are a proud supporter of Thunderhawks athletics. For the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks, they will start in net. Number 33, Caden Kubis. Kubis 3-2-0, 214 goals against average, and an .898 save percentage. At defense will be Lucas Rauner, 5'11 senior. On the other D, Carson Young, a 6-foot 10th grader. Up front, Jay Stewart, Patrick Danaski, and Noah Knudsen. For the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, they start in net Miles Gunderson, 9-5-0. How about these stats? 199 goals against average, 928 save percentage. That's pretty good.
I'll take that.
No doubt. On defense will be Kyle Henke, 1 goal and 3 assists. He had the opening goal against Moorhead. He is a senior. And number 14, Bauer Murphy, 2 goals, 8 assists. Up front, Blaine Mortensen, a senior, 6 goals, 5 assists. Caleb Gunderson, the 10th grader, and Hayden Davis, senior, 3 goals, 8 assists. Gus Drennan is back tonight. He will slot in as one of the 4 players skating on the third line.
Be good to see him back, coming off a head injury.
Yep.
That's a player they're going to need down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Caleb Gunderson has looked good enough on that first line that they say, hey, we can bring this back slowly and give Gus some shifts on that third line and see how it goes.
Yeah, Caleb Gunderson has done a really good job with the opportunity that he's got, and he's a really smart hockey player, makes some heady decisions. I think after talking to Wade a little bit, though, he'd like to keep him out of the penalty box and on the ice a little bit more.
I believe you're right there. Skoglund Electric bringing you the starting lineups. When you need electrical work done, contact Skoglund Electric. Personal hometown service, personable and hardworking, and a proud supporter of hardworking Thunderhawk sports. One more break and we'll have the drop of the puck from the IRA Civic Center. Listening to it on J105 The Thunder at J105radio.com.
The 6-pack in a pound is now $2 off at Taco John's. But what's the right occasion to enjoy 6 crunchy tacos loaded with seasoned beef plus a pound of potato olays? How about date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, picnics in the park, picnics in your kitchen, camping, tailgates, anniversaries, bribing friends, bribing pets, bribing yourself, birthdays, holidays, and any day that ends in Y, to name a few.
The 6-pack in a pound, now $2 off, only from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download the app, earn free food.
When you're looking for a realtor, you want to look for somebody that has experience. They have knowledge of contracts and the process.
The market's drastically changed, and you need a professional that's been through a lot of other homes in our marketplace to understand the true value.
The business has gotten complicated. I think that there's a lot of obvious pitfalls that people don't realize.
And it's just so important to get it right the first time.
Work with the best. Coldwell Banker Northwoods, Itasca's real estate leader.
Find relief for your reflux and heartburn at Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aiken. The Minnesota Reflux and Heartburn Center has same-week appointments available, both in person or virtual visits. Our highly qualified specialists offer reflux solutions that allow for a faster recovery. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader in reflux and heartburn care.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we've put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand. We'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
Paul Bunyan Communications has the latest in technology for your business, including access control systems. Secure your entries and exits with card readers and access badges or key fobs. Control access into your building or in certain areas inside your building, or both. For an access control system for your business, talk to your local communications cooperative. Paul Bunyan Communications, powered by the GigaZone. We have the latest in technology for your business.
We all want what is best for our families. Hi, this is Nate, store manager of Super One South. At Super One Foods, we pride ourselves on fresh quality products and a clean store for you to shop in. Whatever department you are in, you will find what you are looking for, and if you can't, our dedicated team is there to help. When it comes to food, healthy choices are important for our families. At Super One Foods, we have something for everyone, and as always, it is fresh and quality. Super One Foods, proud to be a part of our community.
And welcome back to the IRA Civic Center as we get set for hockey action. Grand Rapids in the home whites, orange trim going left to right, and the Lumberjacks going from right to left. And a lot of purple on that uniform.
Yeah, there is a lot of purple.
Lumberjacks win the draw, come near side to Young. Young through center ice, goes to the far side to Rauner. Rauner shoots it in deep, and Gunderson will leave it there. Now Caleb Gunderson out to center ice, stopped by Young. Thunderhawks have to retreat with Bauer Murphy. Murphy, had Blaine Mortensen.
That was a great look. Bauer looked to the middle of the ice, and it just hit a Cloquet's player. Real good play.
Grand Rapids makes their first changes, and a long shot in by Carson Young, and that is gloved and held for a face-off.
Carson Young's going to be a guy that Grand Rapids is going to have to watch tonight. He's a real good skater, young kid, 11th grade. Has had some varsity experience since 9th grade. Good skill player. Grand Rapids will have to watch him for sure.
Garski up against Jay Stewart. Shot right on from the point, turned away by Gunderson. I don't think he saw it till the last minute.
And that would be a hook.
Puck right in front. Good save by Gunderson. And the puck goes into the corner. Now chopped out to center. Thunderhawks 2-on-2 off the skates of Forrest. And Forrest follows it in. Able to pick it up. Back to the point to Stauffer. Over to Roloff. Roloff shot doesn't get through. And here comes Painovich. Painovich gains the red line. Lobs it in deep.
Ooh, good play there by Luka Roloff, spinning away.
And then his pass is intercepted. Gunderson left that in a tough spot for Roloff.
He did. Luka did a good job spinning away from pressure.
End of a shift. Garski can't quite catch up to it. Carson Young circles away from pressure. Young makes a move, gets out to center ice, gains the red line, now the Grand Rapids blue line, taken into the boards nicely by
Bauer Murphy.
Murphy.
Great play by Bauer, pinching off Carson Young.
Now Murphy in his own zone, looking for some room, back behind the net. Comes to Luke Dulong. Dulong moves it ahead to Scheiman. Puck goes past Scheiman and deep into the Cloquet zone. We have an icing call, no score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. 15:04 to go first period.
Be interesting to see how Grand Rapids responds off these faceoffs. The first two faceoffs have been won by Cloquet. Not only one, but tape
Won
to tape
cleanly.
one.
Yes.
Yeah, so you
need to at least
avoid
get
that.
a draw.
Yeah, got to make it a scrum at least off that dot.
Again, won cleanly by the Lumberjacks. They go D to D. That shot blocked by Davis. Mortensen gets it out to center ice. Davis. Now Gunderson carries on and puts it deep into the zone. Behind the net.
Ooh, that was a really good play, a good cycle as that Caleb Gunderson was going to the net there.
Stoffer's shot goes just wide. And out on, as the puck comes into the Grand Rapids zone. Henke with a nice check there to slow that down. Puck all the way through and icing call.
And I think Grand Rapids has a legitimate complaint. It was on, the Grand Rapids side of the red line, but there was an imposing player kind of jumping in and tying him up, and nonetheless, icing is the call.
Face off back in the Grand Rapids zone to the left of Miles Gunderson.
Not a good sign here for Cloquet as Carson Young going off the ice.
Oh, yeah. Don't like to see that.
Great kid, good player, fun guy to watch. Hopefully we'll get a chance to come back out.
Tried to pinch through on the boards, had his head low, and as he wasn't hit in the head, but his head took the brunt against the boards just because of how he was skating.
I'm thinking maybe shoulder even.
Okay, could be. Puck stopped at center ice, and Roloff has to go back to get it. Roloff circles behind the net, has to turn away from pressure, gets it to Stoffer. Stoffer back to Roloff as the Thunderhawks work to get organized in their zone. Ahead to Gavin Forrest. Forrest tries to bounce the puck through, taken away by Bertagliat. And comes to the near side. Here's Ryan Jones. Jones tries a toe drag. That doesn't work.
Cloquet is definitely stretching their wingers, and I don't think it's going to be a big deal for hitting for the long pass, but they're definitely clearing a lane for their defenseman or center to skate it up.
Yeah, Rapids covering that. There haven't been odd man rushes, but it's bothered the forecheck. Off the glass and into the Grand Rapids zone as Henke back to get it.
See that right there, Sheldon, is they got to get that puck on top of the circles and get going north with it. You can't keep bringing it back into your own zone.
Gus Drennan tries to drag it in. Drennan's first shift of the game as he's out with Scheiman and Dulong. Puck comes out of the zone. Bauer Murphy back to get it. Murphy pass to Henke. Henke almost loses it. Scheiman comes back. They run into each other, but Scheiman able to keep the puck.
Kind of what I'm talking about there, Sheldon. They're getting the pucks with a chance to just get them up the ice, and they're kind of playing with it in their own zone and still not able to get out yet.
Long shot bounces in on Gunderson. Shots on goal.
Absolutely, that's a penalty.
Shots on goal are 4-0 Cloquet, but we're going to have a Grand Rapids power play as bringing...
I got to believe 25 got a
Yeah,
penalty
that's what I
there.
thought. But he's not coming out.
Kyle Henke completely let up there, and Kyle obviously okay and up, but no call actually.
No call. The puck just comes outside of the zone. You and I both thought a penalty was being called. Neutral zone face-off. That's won by Danaski. Danaski pulls it back to his defense, and I don't think Grand Rapids has won a face-off yet.
No, I think they're 0 for 4 right now, and
And face-offs has not been their strength this year.
No, but they got to get. I would start trying not to lose them at this point.
Right.
Like get sticks and try to get your wingers in to help out. I think, but to be fair,
and just go straight forward a little bit.
Yeah, but to be fair, they haven't had a chance to really tie it up. It's been a pretty much tape-to-tape pass off the draw, and there's another one.
There's another one. It's Danaski, and probably Blaine Mortensen has been the best face-off center for the Thunderhawks, and he just lost the last two.
He's an intense kid and a strong kid, so I think we'll see him right the ship here pretty soon.
Puck comes back to the point to Painovich. Painovich shot goes wide, rebounds to the half wall on the far side, kept in by the Lumberjacks. Gunderson takes a bump along the boards, goes back for Stauffer. Stauffer quickly shovels it ahead. Gunderson off the wall and out to center where Painovich picks it up. Painovich to Dane Painovich. And the Thunderhawks in their own zone. Get it to Broberg. Broberg, nice move through center, gains the red line, shoots it in. Puck rings the boards behind Kubas, who has not had to make a save yet. And the puck shot into the Grand Rapids zone again. Hankey back to get it.
Good thing that Cloquet defenseman didn't read that and pick that up. He could have walked that in.
Yeah, and right now it's just a little out of sync for Grand Rapids.
It is, but hats off to Cloquet. They're coming hard right now, and they're doing a really good job transitioning the puck.
And now Grand Rapids, a little bit of room. Coming in on the backhand was Miller, couldn't get a shot off. Back to the point to Hankey. Hankey, rink wide to Murphy. Murphy's centering pass. Oh, he had Garski right in the slot, and the puck didn't get to him. Thunderhawks with Gavin Forrest just has the puck come off his stick. Now Cloquet with Painovich shoots it in deep.
Cloquet has done a really good job transitioning pucks.
Shot turned aside by Gunderson. Another shot, that one looking to just get it into the corner, goes wide. And now we'll have an offside call against the Lumberjacks. Still no score, 10:25 to go, period one, on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
Grand Rapids just needs to keep dumping pucks in and keeping them on the strong side with that middle guy support, and they should have some good chances to get the puck. They've had a good 2 men in on the forecheck. The puck's just been wrapped around every time. Kind of defeats the purpose of what they're doing.
Roloff picks it up in his own zone, comes to Drennan. Drennan back to Roloff. A little bit of room, comes in. Backhand, behind Dulong on the far side. Puck rebounds to center ice. Shermone works his way in, long shot. That had a little dip on the end of it.
Yeah, that thing arced nicely and could have fell right in there.
Now stick handling in, Stauffer, shot, goal! Will Stauffer makes it 1-0 on the first shot on net for the Thunderhawks.
And you know what? That was great poise by Will to get the guy to kind of draw to him. And then Will Stauffer's a scorer, but I'll talk about the play he made a little bit earlier that's probably underappreciated by a lot of folks. But when Luka passed that puck and it went out of the zone, the ability of Will Stauffer to pivot around that puck and get it back up the ice is something you can't really teach. And Will's a great skater and an extraordinary shot for him, and he scores more times than not.
Will Stauffer, his 5th goal of the year. We also had a broken stick out on the ice. We'll talk about that in just a moment as the Thunderhawks score on their first shot of the game.
You only need one.
That's right. And we'll pick up the assist in a moment. But one of the Cloquet players also left a broken stick on the ice. And when you have broken equipment, need something fixed, need to get a new stick, check out Clafton Skate and Equipment right across from the Itasca campus of Minnesota North College. Hundreds of composite sticks in stock by Bauer, CCM, and True. And from beginner to pro, they have you covered. You want more to the pro side, I think, Grant.
Yeah.
Tom Downing wants the beginner, but
yeah.
5-minute major penalty up. I did not see that. Yeah. Tell me what happened.
It looks like a boarding on Hayden Davis. I didn't see the board. I saw maybe a rough, but nonetheless they called it a board.
Little discussion going on with Chido over at the bench with the two referees. A Grand Rapids Police Department penalty. Being sent to the penalty box can leave you with the same feeling as seeing a police car in your rearview mirror making a U-turn behind you. Grand Rapids Police Department reminds you, don't drink and drive. So on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard, it is 1-0 Grand Rapids, but a 5-minute power play, and this is a pretty good power play for Cloquet. They're clicking along at 28%.
Grand Rapids penalty kill around 87, 88, so Cloquet definitely will have their test here. A lot of perimeter right now by Cloquet.
Now to the backside shot, and I believe, was that Gunderson
Kyle
with the
Henke
save?
with a great play. Kyle Henke blocked that shot.
Now another shot blocked again, this time by Gavin Forrest on the near side. Sweeping in is Rauner. Rauner goes to the far side, and Painovich keeps it in. Puck comes outside the zone and down the ice. At this point, they don't have any assists up for the Will Stauffer goal. Was that unassisted?
I believe it was, yeah.
Okay.
Grand Rapids is doing a really good job of keeping Cloquet outside of that box, and a good job of staying in the shot lanes, making it really tough for Cloquet to get anything going.
3:46 in the major penalty right in front. Scrambling save by Gunderson. Now the drop pass goes to Rauner. Rauner comes to the near side. Nice job of keeping it in under pressure was Danaski. Back to Rauner. Puck goes to the far side, top of the circle. Now Lucas Rauner again. Looks for a shooting lane. Now Danaski. Danaski tries to get it through traffic. Blocked. Kept in play by Cloquet. Rauner back at the blue line. Rauner takes a shot. That's blocked by Mortensen. Sharp angle shot. And Gunderson gloves it and holds it at the side of the net.
That's a big whistle there as Cloquet had good puck possession and moving it around really nicely. Had Grand Rapids running. Rapids doing a good job staying in the shot lanes. The way to beat that, one-timer. I haven't seen any one-timers. So we'll see if Cloquet can make that read.
3:03 left in the major penalty to Hayden Davis for boarding. Puck comes to the point to Stewart. Now down to the half wall to Knudsen out front. Cleared back to the point. That's close to a one-timer, but it was from the point, so it didn't have quite the effect.
And no one in front. You got to definitely have a guy in front if you're going to take that shot.
Cloquet able to keep possession in the zone. Here's Painovich. Dylan Painovich circles at the half wall. Comes down to the goal line.
Good read by Bauer Murphy.
Murphy takes him out of the play. Thunderhawks can't quite get it out. Garski got a stick on it, couldn't quite get it past the defense. Cycles back to the near side. Back to the point. Quick shot. That was off the stick of Cooper Elena. And Gunderson makes the save and holds for the face-off down to 2:12 to go. They just have a regular power play to kill.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Miles is on his game. What I like about Miles, when I know he's on, he's swallowing up pucks.
Yep.
And he's moving side to side really well, and he's not flying around the net. He's composed, and he's looking really good in that net right now.
Rauner to Danaski, far side, off the wall. Puck flipped toward the front of the net. Now Danaski again, back to Lucas Rauner. Rauner goes far side. Beautiful interception by Mortensen, but he wasn't able to clear the puck. Did everything except clear the puck.
He did, and that's happened a few times for Rapids. They've kind of fed Cloquet those pucks.
Now comes to Danaski. Danaski back to Rauner. They play catch at the blue line. Shot that's blocked by Dulong.
He does an outstanding job of blocking shots. I mean, he eats everything that comes his way.
To the far side to Danaski, now half wall. Back to Danaski at the blue line. 1:20 left in the Grand Rapids Police Department power play. Rauner tiptoes along the blue line, then goes half wall. A little bit, and a shot that rebounds To the blue line, still not out. Shot goes wide. And finally, Luka Roloff gets it out to center ice. 55 seconds left.
That's a big clear, and they're 50 seconds away from getting some major momentum.
Now here's a turnover, comes in, shot. Kubas was looking behind him.
Great job by Garski picking that off, trying to go short side there. Probably had a little help there coming down the slot, but knowing he's on the penalty kill, can't risk it.
Yeah, and Gavin Forrest had the first hit that started that, and then Garski got the turnover, had a good shot on that. 4:58 to go, down to 22 seconds left in the major penalty.
Ooh, that helps.
And an icing call on Cloquet. Faceoff will come back in the Cloquet zone with 16 seconds left in the power play. Game brought to you in part by Paul Bunyan Communications, CarQuest, Auto Parts, Mackley Auto Repair, Super One Foods, S&S Meats, and Itasca Reliable Insurance.
Can't say enough about this penalty kill up to this point, Sheldon. Great job by Grand Rapids selling out, blocking shots, keeping Cloquet on the outside.
And Cloquet in their own zone as the penalty time clicks away. Henke delivers a check, then receives one. Puck comes to Drennan, and both teams at full strength. Drennan, with a little bit of room, comes in, can't get the shot off. He was in 1-on-3.
He had a lot of speed, too. One too many stick handles, maybe just kind of throw it on net.
And I would say that should be head contact when your helmet pops off.
I would say that's 5 minutes for sure.
As Ethan Kilichowski will be going with 4:19 left. Another Grand Rapids Police Department penalty. This one a power play for Grand Rapids. They remind you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live longer. And they are discussing the possible major part of this.
Both referees had the call. So
they were both watching.
They were. So they both agree it's a penalty.
And letting you know that video this period brought to you by S&S Meats. Locally owned, they pride themselves not only on their quality and knowledge of their products, but their exceptional customer service. Locally owned by Brandon and Paul Hager, they welcome you to come in, try something delicious from their meat cases and freezers. If there's something you want and don't see, make sure to ask, as they aim to accommodate each and every customer that walks through the doors. There's a 2 up on the board.
That should not be a 2-minute penalty.
But Grand Rapids will get a power play. Face-off goes into the Cloquet-Esco-Carleton zone.
This is where you can really make a bounce back here. You know, you kill off a 5-minute major and get an opportunity on the power play, and this is where you could really steal that momentum.
Shots on goal are 9-2 Cloquet, but it's a 1-0 Grand Rapids lead on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, they are the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Grand Rapids finally wins a draw. Nice time to do it.
It is a great time to do it.
Roll off at the half wall. Goes to Gunderson, comes to the near side to Mortensen. Mortensen back to the point, goes past Stauffer and down the ice. Stauffer has to go back to get it.
Not a great flat pass by Mortensen, but I'd like to see Will a little bit more over to be a little bit more of an option for him.
Whoa!
Big
now
hit.
There was a collision.
That was a big hit. Things are getting rough here at the IRA.
That was Painovich, who absolutely lined up Luka Roloff, and Roloff, Painovich felt it too.
Yeah, he did. He had a full head, Luka Roloff had a full head of steam, and Painovich just stepped up on him. It was a really good hockey play.
It was. Murphy to Stauffer. Stauffer to Mortensen. Shot doesn't get through. Now down low. Short side shot by Davis. Turned aside by Kubas, and he'll hold for the face-off.
Hayden right on that goal line. If you want to try that shot, upstairs, try to tuck it in short side high.
Yeah, Luka's over there trying to get breath in his lungs, I believe.
If I know Luka, in about 45 seconds,
He'll be out.
You might see a whole new player on the ice.
Yeah. But that was one that just takes the wind.
Yeah, I mean, that was, yeah, no doubt.
Karski, deep in the corner.
Rip it.
Comes to Miller. Miller, far side, out front. Karski.
And
couldn't tip it in.
That's the one-timer that was wide open there with Kyle Henke, and Miller elected to go across ice. Kyle Henke, I'd like to see him shoot that. He had good front center pressure.
28 seconds left on the Grand Rapids Police Department power play. 2:42 left in the period. 1-0 Grand Rapids.
Of course, he can't shoot it if he doesn't get it, is what I was getting at.
Henke, little bit of room, shot, blocker save, and rebound. Past Forrest and back down the ice.
And that'll do her for the power play.
Grand Rapids had a couple cracks at it, couple decent chances. Henke in his own zone. Long pass ahead, tipped in by Gavin Forrest. Forrest works his way after it. Instead picked up by Bertogliat. Puck back in the Cloquet zone, trying to dig it out is Mortensen. Mortensen, nice pass to Stauffer. Shot, he was looking for the tip, went just wide to the far side. Another shot, goal! Oh, from the defense, that's Broberg. Broberg with his first of the year, both shots from the point, beating Kubas. I didn't have the angle, that could have been screened, but Kubas didn't move on it.
Yeah, good job by Broberg getting the puck off the wall, off of the wrap by Will Stauffer, and getting the puck to the middle of the ice and putting it on net. You waste pucks on net, good things happen. Gotta believe there was a screen in front there, Sheldon.
So Grand Rapids now up 2-0 as they start to even that shots on net portion as well. It's now 9-6. Long shot in on Gunderson.
And I would say after all the big hitting and all the penalties, Rapids is starting to kind of settle into their style of play.
Back to the point, shot that hits traffic in front, doesn't get through. Roloff. He said he's back out there. I'm gonna keep an eye on Luka now.
Yeah, he's seeking right now.
Here comes Kyler Miller. His shot just wide of the post.
Good job there by Kyler Miller, taking a shot while moving his feet. Not a lot of reaction out of the goalie.
No, and he wasn't screened that time. I think shoot low on this goalie. I don't think the pads are that fast.
I think shoot low and don't set your feet. Keep your feet moving when you shoot.
1:02 to go. And a 2-0 Grand Rapids lead in period one. That time, Blaine Mortensen at least fighting that draw to a draw. Now Elena puts it around. Shot. That bounces just wide. Off the stick of Bauer Murphy. Murphy plays it in deep. Back to get it is Jones. Jones takes a hit, moves it to the near side. Thunderhawks, Henke pinching in. Having to go back for it again is Jones. Jones to the far side. Miller can't quite control it. Out to center ice and into the Grand Rapids zone with 28 seconds to go. Puck high off the glass, out to center. Drennan, little tap pass over to Davis, offside, and we'll have the whistle. You know, that time Drennan, I think, wanted to tap it to Davis and drive to the net, but he would have been better served driving to the net with the puck.
Yeah, I think he probably would have been too, especially late in the game here, get that puck deep. Good play by Bauer Murphy to get the puck high off the glass out into the neutral zone. That's what I was talking about, rather than bringing it back into your own zone and you know, kind of creating a melee, get it out and let your forwards fight for it in the neutral zone.
Dulong can't quite control it as the puck comes out to center. Nice play by Dulong. Nice physical play to get it ahead. Shermone can't get to it. Painovich in his own zone with 5 seconds left. Moves it to the near wall. And that will do it for the period. Good period for the Thunderhawks. They score twice and lead 2-0 after one. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hi, this is Alex, and my mom and dad are Brandy and Gabe Miskowicz, proud owners of the Dutch Room. Did you know that the Dutch Room has been a part of this community since 1974, and that we are known for the best pizza, burgers, and wings in town? Did you also know that the Dutch Room has big screen TVs, a pool table, game room, and a party room? The Dutch Room in Grand Rapids, the best place to eat and spend time with family and friends. Come check us out.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
If you're looking for a one-stop shopping destination while traveling through Deer River, or if you're a long-term area member, the Northern Star Cenex Travel Center's friendly, hard-working staff is there to serve you. Hungry? Choose from Pizza Hut Express or the new North Country Deli. Plus, there are plenty of snacks and beverages to choose from as well. Check out the Northern Star Marketplace, too. Enjoy Chester Chicken and Caribou Coffee. Northern Star Cenex and Northern Star Marketplace in Deer River.
When it comes to vehicle repair, you want the job done right. Look no further than Mackley Auto Repair. Mackley's work is guaranteed for 12 months or 12,000 miles. Let Mackley's ASE certified mechanics take care of your brakes, tune-ups, diesel repair, and battery testing. Mackley Auto Repair is your full-service shop specializing in electrical diagnostics. Get back on the road quickly with Mackley Auto Repair, downtown Coleraine.
Let the experts at White Pine Jewelers help you repurpose those heirloom family gemstones with a custom CAD design. With our computerized program, you can see what your jewelry will look like before the work is started. It's a great chance to design that one-of-a-kind engagement ring or other jewelry. With nearly 40 years in the jewelry business, White Pine Jewelers can help you create exactly what you desire. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, Grand Rapids. Find us on Facebook and Instagram or visit whitepinejewelers.com.
Like peanut butter and jelly or rain in April, hockey and dentistry go hand in hand. Some things just belong together, so it should be no surprise that GR Dental are proud to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey. From checkups and cleaning to dental implant placements and restoration, GR Dental is the winning choice for top-tier oral care. Let doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and the entire team at GR Dental help keep your smile looking its best. Call 326-3438 or find them online at grdental.com.
And back at the IRA Civic Center, we've got some minnow hockey for us here at intermission. Looks pretty good. I always love this. These are the tiniest ones.
Oh yeah, these are the little guys. These are the future players.
That's right. Not like you and me. We are not future players. These kids are having so much fun.
Yeah, they are. This is good to see, and what a good opportunity for them to go out and play in front of all these people.
Yeah, exactly right. So you and I have a little more time to talk. By the way, I will say we know there's the internet, which usually is very good here at the IRA Civic Center for our video. It was a little bit choppy in the first part of the period. Seems to have evened out, but we have really nothing we can do about it. We just ride it out, and we have what we have.
Mercy of technology.
Yes, we are. And we have a little more time to talk here, but Grand Rapids getting outshot in the period 10-6. At one point, I believe it was, 9-1?
9-1 is after the 5-minute major.
So Grand Rapids evened it up quite a bit after that, outshooting Cloquet Esco Carleton 5-1. But even when it was 9-1, and of course, like you said, there was a 5-minute major in there as part of that bulk of shots. But even when Cloquet was out shooting Grand Rapids, it never felt like Cloquet was dominating.
No, it didn't. Grand Rapids was meeting the pace well and throwing the body around, and they had a good neutral zone transition going, and just Cloquet really benefited off of winning faceoffs, and I think that's where a lot of the majority of their shots were able to be generated and manufactured off of.
But Grand Rapids, towards the end of the period, a little better job of at least fighting those face-offs to a draw.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely matters, and getting their wings in to help get pucks back to the point, which if you look at the goal scoring right now, Grand Rapids with the 2-0 lead. You got 2 defensemen scoring goals. They've been very effective all season long from getting the pucks low to high, getting pucks to the middle, and getting pucks on net. Good job by Grand Rapids screening, and great job by the defensemen getting pucks to the net.
Well, in Grand Rapids, one of their 2 goals against Moorhead was from a defenseman, from Kyle Henke. He gets his first of the year, and now Dominic Broberg, I believe, gets the first of his career.
Yeah, congratulations to him, and you know what, a good job by him getting the puck off the wall, getting it to his forehand, walking to the middle, and putting it on net. I mean, you know, a lot of guys just, you know, the lazy play, the safe play is to shoot it back into the corner. You know what, Broberg does a good job, won his share, and puts it on net and gets it.
And you say it all the time, you can waste shots on net. I mean, they're never a waste. Because you never know what's going to happen.
Right, and you're a bounce or a tip or anything away. And, you know, I know in youth hockey they teach you, keep the puck low, and when you're shooting from that point, you shoot it wherever you want, just in the direction of the net. Because if it hits a forward and it falls down, it's their job to put it in. There's a lot of pads on. I don't want to hear the complaining. That's a free goal for you if you want it.
Yeah, take it high, take it low. Lob them high, lob them low. You know,
that's right.
Kind of the old artillery, right?
I mean, Alex Goligoski is one of the best at it if you watch him. Like, ever since he's been in high school, he did it at the U, he does it in the NHL. Just gets pucks to the net. Nothing lasering, you know, nothing burning, but gets it to the net, always finds a way in.
And like you said, the Broberg shot was a low shot. The Will Stoffer shot was a high shot.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as you're getting it in the net and towards the net and someone's in front of the goalie's eyes, it's got a chance.
And Grand Rapids riding that to a 2-0 lead. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's our Anderson, Ophoven, Stoffer, and Jan between periods summary. 2-0 Grand Rapids after 1, and you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
A year at S&S Meats in Grand Rapids. Happy New Year.
What a beautiful prime rib.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Honey, you shouldn't have. Look at that New York strip.
For Easter.
Mom, is the ham ready?
Memorial Day.
Pass me some jerky and cheese curds. Let's go fishing.
4th of July.
Throw some more jumbo shrimp on the Barbie.
Labor Day.
Need some more brats here.
Thanksgiving.
Honey, the smoked turkey makes the meal.
Christmas.
Did you get a meat bundle for Dad? He'll love it.
Anytime is a great time to shop S&S Meats. Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
Enjoy some of your all-time favorites at the Timberlake. You'll find forgotten classics like liver and onions, seasoned pork chops, and smothered hamburger steak. The Timberlake offers shareable selections too, including the Timber Basket and Wings and Rings. You'll find lots of options for lighter eaters and more appetizers, including escargot. Try the pecan chicken salad or a crock of French onion soup. Something for every appetite. The Timberlake, Highway 169 South, Grand Rapids.
Penalty on number 16, 2 minutes for slashing.
Coach, it's all tied up. What should we do?
Okay, let's set up a solid income plan with great diversification and an intelligent withdrawal rate. Come on now, let's crunch those numbers and get that goal. For winning guidance with your retirement game plan, give the coaching staff at Claremont Financial Advisors a call to put together your winning play.
Now in front, shot, they score!
Parents, are you planning a winter vacation road trip? Is your car road ready? Your most precious cargo isn't your luggage or cooler, it's your children. When's the last time you had your tires checked, rotated, or replaced? Before you hit the road, make sure you stop into Atchison Tire and get your car road ready and safe. You don't want your vacation to end up like the Griswolds. The staff at Atchison Tire of Grand Rapids will make sure this won't happen.
Start the new year with new gear from Ray's Sport & Cycle. Check out their vast selection of snowmobile helmets, jackets, bibs, and monosuits from FXR, Climb, Tubi, 509, and more. They also have a great selection of apparel for men, women, and children. While you're there, shop the great selection of ATVs and side-by-sides they have in stock. Ray's Sport & Cycle, Grand Rapids.
Trust Chandler Cushel Insurance and Grinnell Mutual to make your small business a big deal. They understand the challenges that come with operating a small business. That's why they offer specialized coverages to fit the needs of your business. Trust them for great coverage and great service so you can trust in tomorrow. Contact Joe Chandler, your local Grinnell Mutual agent, at 326-4655 today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Well, getting the youngsters off the ice as they've had provided their entertainment value here between periods 1 and 2. Thunderhawks lead 2-0 after a period. Between period summary brought to you by Anderson, Opphoven, and Stauffer and Jan. Proudly serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917, proudly supporting the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawks hockey team and wishing them a winning season. Run it down for us, Grant.
Well, Hayden Davis starts the action on the score sheet with the 5-minute major that they called boarding on, and Grand Rapids does a really good job of killing that off, and then responding with a Will Stauffer goal not too much longer after that penalty expired. Will Stauffer makes it 1-0 with an unassisted goal. Then Grand Rapids again, Dominic Broberg makes it 2-0 as he gets a pass from Blaine Mortensen off of a missed shot by Will Stauffer. So Blaine Mortensen and Will Stauffer with the assist. Then late in the period, roughing on Cloquet, number 17, Ethan Kilichowski.
And neither team scoring on the power play. Shot attempts, 13 for Rapids, 17 for Cloquet. Blocks, 3 for Rapids, 6 for Cloquet. Shoot, I thought Luke Dulong had 3 by himself.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with the block shots.
I think I remember at least 5.
What was the count for total block shots for Grand Rapids?
3.
I'm gonna say he missed it by 6.
Marv's usually really good, but we can argue with him at that. Hits 11 for Grand Rapids, 8 for Cloquet. It was a rugged period. Face-off wins, 5 wins, 12 losses, 29%. And all 5 wins came in the last 5 minutes. First 12, I don't think they had one.
No, they didn't. And again, we alluded to this. It's part of the reason why Cloquet had the shot.
Right. And scoring chances, 2 for Grand Rapids. They buried both of them, 4 for Cloquet. And Miles Gunderson stole all of those. So Grand Rapids, it's not like they've dominated in the period, but they have a 2-0 lead, and you got to feel good about that.
Yeah, they do. And you know what? The next goal is going to be really big. You know, I think it's going to come down to the first 5 minutes and who's going to come out and compete in that first 5 minutes and set the tone. And, you know, I've always been a big believer that it's a race to 4, and no one's at 4 yet, so it's a wide open game.
Well, and I don't know, I look at this game and I say, yeah, race to 4 oftentimes. With these two teams, the race to 3. You know, I don't know that Cloquet scores more than 3, even in 4 periods.
Well, I don't know if anybody scores more than 3 on Miles Gunderson anyway.
Yeah, true enough.
But I think right now, I think this is a chance for Grand Rapids to really build off of the goals and scoring that they've had and really try to manufacture some goals.
Between period summary brought to you by Anderson, Opphoven, Stauffer and Jan Law Office, serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917 and proudly supporting the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team and wishing them a winning season. They're well on their way, 10-5. So for a winning season, you need 3 more wins, and the schedule's really tough.
Yeah, it's gonna ramp up for sure, but I mean, I think, you know, you get some wins against Moorhead like that.
Yep.
You finish this one off tonight. I think the games this weekend against White Bear Lake and Hill Murray are going to be hard fought, but certainly winnable. Brainerd's been playing well, so I mean, they're going to have their work cut out for them. But I think they got a realistic chance at getting
15.
I'm going to say 15 or 16 wins going into the playoffs, and
that'd be a really good year.
That's a successful season.
Yeah, that'd be a really good year for the number of players they've moved into the lineup that didn't have a lot of playing experience. You know, who out there got regular shifts last year up front? Hayden Davis,
Blaine,
and Drennan.
Yeah,
that was it.
I would say that's a 3. So real good job by these guys taking advantage of the opportunity that they were given, and you know, showing that they belong and proving that they're quality players.
Yes, and they have done that. The more I watch Gavin Forrest, the more he reminds me of Jack Burnson. I just want to see him accomplish a little more. Where he goes so fast and plays so hard.
He does go hard. He plays fast. He's competitive. He's fearless out there. And
yes.
Jack was very similar in that regard.
And size-wise, they're pretty similar too.
Yeah, they are. I mean this in all the right ways for Gavin Forrest, but I've seen it. He works hard, right?
Yep.
He's the guy in practice that if you're working on the power play, he takes pride in really screwing it up. And as far as being a killer, and he's one of those guys as you just want to two-hand him. And that's a total compliment.
Yes,
because he's working hard, but
and you want him on your team, not the other team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah.
And Jack was very much that way too.
Yeah, he was.
You didn't want to play against him.
No, he played hard all the time.
Grand Rapids again, that 2-0 lead after a period of play, as we have the Zambonis putting a fresh sheet of ice on. We'll have the cheerleaders in a moment, and the teams coming out momentarily, and we'll get second period action underway. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Rays Marine is a fourth-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years. And there's still inventory available, including Bennington pontoons and Yamaha motors. They're making room for the new 2023 models coming in. Rays Marine has the pontoon and Yamaha motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right pontoon and Yamaha motor for your family at Rays Sport and Marine, when your passion is the water.
With new vehicle shortages at most dealerships, Grand Rapids Chevrolet has 118 new Chevrolets in stock or in transit. Get a 2023 Equinox LT all-wheel drive with confidence and convenience packages for $30,790, or a 2022 Silverado Crew Custom 4x4 reduced to $42,520. Just arrived a 2023 Trailblazer Active with leather and sunroof for $32,900. Grand Rapids Chevrolet on Highway 169 South, online at rapidsgm.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
Nooch's in the Corner is open for your convenience. Hi, this is Lisa at Nooch's in the Corner. We have propane for your fish house, we fill up your propane tank, and we don't just exchange it. Nooch's is your U-Haul rental headquarters, whether you need a trailer, truck, or car dolly, or moving supplies. Nooch's also carries one of the best outbuildings on the market, made right here in Minnesota. Old Hickory buildings and sheds have many different floor plans and styles to choose from. It's true, we no longer have gas pumps, but everything else is here for your convenience at Nooch's in the Corner.
Cloquet hitting the ice. Grand Rapids will be on the way shortly as Grand Rapids leads 2-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. There was something I was going to say, and I know what it was. On our sister station, it's Greenway and Duluth Marshall over at Hodgins Berardo, and that game is scoreless after one. So Greenway taking on a 7AA opponent.
So now here's my question with that.
Goalie change.
With the alignment, the section alignments coming up this year, is Duluth Marshall going to stay AA?
That is a great question.
And I'm also wondering here if this purple squad is staying AA.
Well, I want more AA teams up north, not fewer.
Well, that's what I mean. If that happens, that could.
Then who do you bring? Elk River back?
Elk River, maybe Rogers.
White Bear Lake.
Rogers. Not teams that you want into the
no
section.
I mean, what White Bear Lake has been in.
They're with Hill Murray.
Yeah, with Hill Murray, and that's in 4 forever. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would probably get Centennial, or I think Rogers and Elk River would probably be the two closest.
Yep, I would guess. We do have a goalie change. As
why would they take Miles out? No.
Replacing wrong goalie changing. No, on the purple side, number 32, Logan Sickman replaces Caden Kubas, who gave up the 2 goals, both on point shots. And both of them were on the far side, so we didn't really have a chance to see how much he was screened. He got a piece of the stopper shot, and it still went in, and Broberg just beat him clean on the short side.
Yeah, I think he'd probably like to have the
Broberg one back, too.
I think the Stauffer one back.
Okay.
I think Broberg's shot, there might have been a screen on that. That, like you said, hard to say. But he definitely got his glove on Wills.
So new goaltender for Cloquet. Grand Rapids leading 2-0 as we're underway. Henke gives his man a shot, but the puck still comes out to center. Bauer Murphy tries to feather it in, but it's taken over by Cloquet. Cloquet gets it out to center. Back to get it is Davis. Davis flips it behind the net to Henke. Henke comes back behind the net to Bauer Murphy, who finds Gunderson. Gunderson flips it in, goes after it.
See, I like that play by Gunderson. It's a nice soft area chip. He's able to get on it as opposed to a hard wrap.
Shot right on through a screen. Nice shot by Roloff. And Blaine Mortensen providing the screen in front. Mortensen now at the blue line, gets it to Roloff. Roloff, and we're going to have a whistle because of Cloquet players slow getting up.
He was down, and I'm thinking that Cloquet is going to be wanting a check from behind there, which they're not going to get because it really wasn't that flagrant of a check from behind.
No penalty called. 16:03 to go. A 2-0 Grand Rapids lead. Game also brought to you by Jimmy John's, Ray's Sport and Marine, Fred's Live Bait and Tackle, Winnie Trading Post, Lake Country Power, and White Pine Jewelers. Cloquet wins the draw. Kept in at the blue line for a moment. Now bounces out to Roloff. Takes the long shot in off the glass. Puck now down into the Grand Rapids zone. Garski, I don't know, I think he thought it was going to be icing and kind of slowed up a little bit.
Yeah, and the ref did a really good job of letting him know that it was
right.
It was no, and it was a tip.
Pass ahead, slides past everybody. Again, they wave off icing. Garski gets it behind the net, moves it to the half wall, relayed. Kept on. Stauffer, great job of keeping it on.
Early whistle there. Referee lost sight of the puck, but I don't think he had it.
And Gino Bertaglia runs into his own goalie and runs him over.
Gavin Forrest and Jacob Garski almost had a opportunity there.
Yes, they did. Shimon Scheiman Dulong out third line along with Murphy and Henke on defense. Scheiman.
See, that's what I like there. I mean, that draw was, I would say that's a Grand Rapids win, and good job by Xander Scheiman getting in there off the wing to help get that puck.
Has players flying everywhere. Centering pass. That's tipped away at the boards. Henke gets it out to center. This one will be an icing call on the Thunderhawks, and the faceoff will come back into the Thunderhawk zone. 2-0 Grand Rapids, 14:46 to go, second period. That's on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Faceoff will be to the right. Miles Gunderson stopped the 10 shots he's seen so far.
Rapids has been a lot more efficient off of the faceoffs in this period so far.
Mortensen wins that one cleanly to Bauer Murphy, gains the red line and flips it in deep, goes after it, flips it to the half wall, but no one was there. Thunderhawks finally do get to it as Drennan moves it down low, picked up by Cole Painovich. Painovich comes to Rauner. Rauner takes a bump by Mortensen. Long shot, that was going wide, and Gunderson stops it anyways and holds it for a face-off.
You know, one thing to bring up here is we haven't seen number 5 Carson Young back yet, and that's certainly a big loss for Cloquet, and hopefully that's a precautionary injury.
Stewart wins the draw for Cloquet, but it comes out to center. Spin around and shot back in by Knutson. Roll off to the near side, out to center ice, long shot in. Gunderson leaves it there for Roloff. Roloff circles the net as Miller takes a hit, but moves it in deep. Sickman
Grand Rapids has changed one thing up from the last time I saw them play. Their neutral zone, they're definitely stretching a guy out to that far blue line to kind of loosen things up in that neutral zone, and they're getting some room in there now.
Back to the point, Stauffer keeps that in, shot right on, and Sickman stops it and leaves it. Miller, however, gets it for the Thunderhawks. His pass back to the point is intercepted, and Luka Roloff back to get it, throws it blindly up to the slot, and that's intercepted by Stewart.
Stewart just didn't have any options there. As he wanted to pass it, just didn't really have anybody to get it to.
Scheiman just stays onside, flips it up for Shermone. Now goes after it against Rauner. Painovich puts it to the far side as Henke takes a run at Cloquet player. Good hit by Kyle Henke. You know, sometimes it's not the number of hits, it's the quality of hits, and there's been some quality hits on both sides today.
Yeah, there has been, and Kyle Henke, you talk about Hayden Davis, how you feel that one in the morning. Kyle Henke you'll feel him too.
Puck shot into the Grand Rapids zone. Henke back to get it, and he takes a bump there from Painovich. Bauer Murphy behind his own net. Murphy comes up the boards, flips it into the zone, but it's an icing call on the Thunderhawks. Face-off will come back into the Grand Rapids zone. Thunderhawks still leading 2-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Rapids Chevrolet GMC, Yeti Earthworks, Deerwood Bank, Ray's Sport and Cycle, Taco John's, and Guy Claremont Financial, also among our sponsors.
I think Blaine's won like 3 in a row. He would have won that one. We'll give it to him.
Well, yeah, well, we got the puck off of it as Davis lost an edge. Puck comes back into the Grand Rapids zone. After it is Kilichowski. Stauffer gets to it first. Puck comes just out to center ice. Spun around and shot back in by Kazel. Thunderhawks with Broberg. Get it out to center.
Are you seeing that stretch every time? And they're getting good opportunity.
Now Mortensen comes in. Oh, goes to the far post. Nice save by Sickman.
Grand Rapids running a little jackhammer, just trying to get that puck out. That center have been able to get to it, and then just jackhammer to the guy coming up with speed. Good job by Blaine Mortensen getting wide, cutting to the middle. He gets that up. That's a goal.
Yes, it is. He was just in a little too tight. And give credit to Sickman for getting the pad all the way to the post, because Mortensen was all the way to the far post.
Yeah, and I really like this element that Grand Rapids is throwing in their neutral zone. They've already gotten some opportunity off of it, and something I'm sure they're going to try to perfect the rest of the season going into playoffs.
Puck into the Grand Rapids zone. Moved up the half wall into the skates of Gavin Forrest. Forrest overskates it, but Garski picks it up, goes into the center, and Dulong can't pick it up. Out to center ice. Flipped ahead, Kyler Miller. Can't find it there. I think I said Dulong, it was Miller scrapping for it at the end of that. Now Miller at the half wall, behind his own net to Stauffer. Stauffer ahead to Garski. Garski, end of a shift. Puts it in, goes for the change.
I think Garski was just a little too tired because he had a little bit of a 3-on-2 there.
Delayed offside, but it comes back outside the zone. Now back to get it is Bauer Murphy. Murphy behind his own net.
So that offside wing is going every time across ice, and there's the little touch pass.
Comes back out to center. Bauer Murphy able to keep that from being a scoring chance. Flips it down the ice. We'll have an icing call again on the Thunderhawks. 2-0 Grand Rapids, 10:23 to go second period. I think we have a couple other scores. Forest Lake up on Coon Rapids, 3-1. Apple Valley Burnsville leading Tartan 4-1. Andover leading Blaine 3-0. I don't think there were any surprises in that list.
No.
Stauffer behind his own net. Stauffer works his way out to center, moves it ahead to Drennan. Now the puck back out to center ice. Nice job of back checking by Stauffer. Now picked up by Elena. Elena flips it in and roll off quickly ahead to Davis. Davis able to get it into the zone. After it is Mortensen. Mortensen flips it behind the net. Gus Drennan getting a shift on the first line here.
Must be feeling better.
Drennan keeps it in at the point. Shot goes wide of the post. It is tough sledding in front of the net right now, isn't it? Both ways.
Blaine Mortensen is having a warrior shift. I mean, he's moving around out there, getting down low. He's winning a lot of battles.
Oh, pinching in was Roloff. Had the puck just go off his stick. Coming over is Broberg. Broberg's had a nice game, not just the goal. I think he's had a nice game every shift he's been out there.
Yeah, he's been out there. He's been a good asset for Grand Rapids and stopping the rushes that are coming his way.
Face off to the left of Gunderson. We haven't had many shots this period.
No, not a lot.
What, 2-1?
2-1.
9:07 to go, 2-0 Grand Rapids. And I think we'd be hard, well, the Blaine Mortensen shot, that was a scoring chance.
Yep, that was
But that's been the only scoring chance of the period.
Correct. Good play by Jacob Garski.
Gets it ahead to Miller. Miller flips it in. Goes after it on the forecheck. The puck rings the boards. Now out to center ice. Thunderhawks try to flip it back in. Nice block by Rauner, and Rauner gets to the line and dumps it in. Stauffer behind his own net. Stauffer comes up the middle of the ice. Has some room. Keeps going on his backhand on the wall. And Stauffer goes into the boards hard. Rauner behind him. Rauner didn't take him in. Stauffer just lost an edge. But
yeah,
that's still awkward.
Yeah, really good to see him get up there.
Back to the point. Garski keeps it in. Takes a hit for his trouble. Now out to center ice. Here comes Jay Stewart. Stewart, centering pass, high slot. Shot doesn't get through. To the point. Elena keeps it in. That shot blocked by Davis. Another shot blocked by Gavin Forrest on the far side.
That was a real good close opportunity to a scoring chance for Cloquet. They
ended up without getting a shot on net. Now a shot. That was a scoring opportunity for Jay Stewart. Nice save by Mortensen. To the point. That shot blocked. Here's Davis. Davis ahead to Gunderson. Gunderson tries to jump through. Can't quite catch up to the puck.
He has a real knack of just feeling pressure on him and knowing which side it's on.
Davis keeps it in on the line. Shot right on. And Sickman makes the save and holds on. 2-0 Grand Rapids, 7:17 to go in period number 2 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Rapid Fuel bringing you the video this period. They offer delicious and nutritious meal replacement shakes plus fun energy boosting teas.
Still looking for that next goal. Still, it's a big goal, whoever gets it.
Cross ice pass. Drennan tries to backhand it ahead to himself, and it doesn't, and he can't quite pick it up. Dulong, Drennan fight for it, can't get it out. Now here's Bauer Murphy. Murphy back to his D partner. That was Henke, back to Murphy. Murphy, long shot in, goes off the wall, and with Will Shermone cruising in, Sickman decides to hold it for the faceoff.
Grand Rapids does a good job. They're definitely dumping the pucks a lot more than usual, and doing a good job of getting the first guy to the puck.
End of the second period, Duluth Marshall now leading Greenway 1-0.
A lot of game left.
Yeah, absolutely. 17 minutes. They came back against Northern Lakes last week when I was there. Scored 3 goals in the third. Roloff. Centering pass goes past everybody. Painovich can't control it. No one can get to it for a moment. And now Ryan Jones gets it out to center. Jones goes ahead to Antonucci. Antonucci behind the net. Takes a hit from Roloff, goes down. Puck out to center ice. Elena gets a return pass. Shoots it in on Gunderson. Rebound. And Gunderson made that second one a little harder than he had to.
He did, but that first shot was a bouncer. I think he was just trying to make sure he got his body on it somehow.
Right.
And, you know,
those drive goalies nuts.
Yeah, they do. That's a dangerous.
Because they will make you look silly.
They can in a hurry.
Grand Rapids wins the draw. Here's Broberg. Broberg comes to Hayden Davis. Off Davis's stick. Down the ice. That'll be an icing as Davis contacted it still on his own side of the red line.
So it's appearing as Grand Rapids' shot, that scoring chance by Blaine Mortensen was the only shot of the period.
No, they had
10.
No, they only had 6. Cloquet had 10.
Oh, Cloquet had 10.
Yep. So 5-3 Grand Rapids shots this period by my quick math. Hayden Davis this time does gain the red line, gains the blue line, comes in with some speed out front.
Goal.
It's a goal! In front, that is Caleb Gunderson. Right in the crease. It goes off some part of his equipment and into the net.
Very good job by Caleb Gunderson, just stopping in front, battling for that puck, and getting her to go in.
There's the third goal you were talking about, and it goes to Caleb Gunderson. Gunderson's second goal of the season to go with 2 assists.
That'll definitely be assisted by Hayden Davis for sure.
For sure, and who started? Was that Stauffer that started him up the wall?
I want to say it was Stauffer or Broberg, one of the two.
Might have been Broberg. Caleb Gunderson gets the goal.
Unassisted.
Unassisted. How can that be unassisted?
I have no idea.
Bauer Murphy comes right in, and the shot turned away by Sickman. Kyler Murphy works his way off the boards. You love that play.
That was a great play for him by him. Beat his guy off the wall and just didn't quite get her on net.
Stewart out to center ice. He's taken down by Garski. Garski ends up with the puck. Long shot in on Sickman, who turns it aside. 3-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Now picking it up is Scheiman. Scheiman looking for Gavin Forrest, who tips it into the corner. Danaski takes it rink wide for Knutson. Puck into the Grand Rapids zone and picked up by Shermone. Pass ahead, tipped in by Scheiman.
I like what Will Scheiman is bringing to the table out there. He's making a lot of smart plays, good tips, offside.
Grand Rapids stops it anyways, as they didn't call the offside. They've been letting a lot of marginal offsides go. In front and looking for the tip was Luka Roloff. Back the other way. Comes Antonucci. Shot right on. That's turned aside by Gunderson. Thunderhawks pick it up. At the wall, quickly ahead. Here comes Drennan. Drennan tries to fight his way through.
Oh, holding.
And we're going to have a penalty called on Cloquet.
Not sure what he's arguing there as Gus Drennan made a really nice move and had him on his forehand, and probably a good thing that he did get hauled down there.
Lucas Rauner will take the penalty And Grand Rapids with another Grand Rapids Police Department power play. Grand Rapids Police Department reminding you to hug your kids at home and belt them in the car. Thunderhawks 0 for 1 on the power play. That power play, they'd love to at least get that thing to double digits. They need to score a few.
Yeah, and there's a good chance for them to get it under their belt.
Wow. What a job by
Bauer Murphy.
Bauer Murphy to keep that in. Puck in front. Comes back to the point. Henke drops it there. Shot goes wide of the net and goes into the netting.
Got to make sure that you hit the net. You don't want to miss the net wide like that and give Cloquet an opportunity to get back in this one with a shorthander. Just control what you can control, hit the net.
Grand Rapids leading 3-0 and on the power play with 3:05 to go in the second. Mortensen going up against Danaski.
They want it outside the zone? Is that what
Yeah, they're saying it didn't hit anybody. And they're going to talk about it for a little bit. Trying to remember if they could have an argument there. Nope, they say it didn't go directly out. By the way, that row of pictures off to our left underneath the scoreboard of all the NHL players, need to get a Hunter Shepard picture up there.
Has he played?
I believe he's played at least one game for Washington.
Oh, that's great. Not a harder worker than him.
No. Joe will text me if I'm wrong. Shot goes high and wide.
I know he's dressed and backed up a few games.
Caleb Gunderson, who has the third Grand Rapids goal tonight. Now to Blaine Mortensen. Mortensen to Murphy. Slot. Shot that hits the stick, goes over the net.
Nice play there, just working the puck up top and 2-on-1ing the Cloquet defensive forward, and good chance for Bauer Murphy.
Face off in the Cloquet Esco Carleton zone with 1:06 in the power play, 2:30 in the period, and a 3-0 Grand Rapids lead. Won by Grand Rapids, but it gets outside the zone. Roll off. Gets it into the zone. Garski flips it in deep for Forrest.
Good job by Forrest going to the back wall there.
Stauffer to Garski, makes one move, then loses the puck, gets it back at the half wall. Stauffer, roll off.
He wanted to hit Miller there badly.
Now Kyler Miller, down low for Garski. Miller out front, saved by Sickman. That's the nicest save of the game for Sickman for sure.
No doubt. Nice play.
Now another shot, goal! Jacob Garski, his second in 2 games, picks the 5-hole on Sickman, makes it 4-0 with a power play goal.
That's a big goal for Grand Rapids. As we talked about the race to 4, Sheldon, I'm prepared to call it, but I'll say this: a heck of a shift by Kyler Miller there, as he was puck hounding that whole shift along with Gavin Forrest. But the little pass at Kyler Miller there, he kind of threw it right through the wickets of the Cloquet player, right onto Garski's stick, and he buried it on the ice 5-hole. Real good play.
So Grand Rapids, they get their power play goal. And Jacob Garski gets his third of the season, I believe. Second in 2 games. As he also scored, not second in 2 games, he scored against Superior. Puck comes to the far side. Now bumped to the near side. Grand Rapids gets it out to center ice. 1:09 to go. Grand Rapids now a 4-0 lead. Will Shermone out to center ice. He's taken 3 big hits. And he's down. Will Shermone had the roughing hit against him. This time got rubbed into the boards hard.
Yeah, and he was kind of that 2 feet off the boards, and maybe just wind as he's back up right now.
Skates past the trainer, the Grand Itasca trainer, Kevin Friesen, just says, no, I'm okay, let me go to the box.
Yeah, he took a shot there, no doubt about it.
So they give Miller and Gavin Forrest the assist on the Garski goal.
Yep. Well deserved.
Yes. Yeah, that was a good-looking power play, and that's, I guess, technically the second power play unit, and it looked really good that whole shift.
Oh, it was just hard work and puck penetration and getting guys on the puck, and Garski finishes the execution.
Yeah, Miller could have had one right before that where Sickman made a great save. Puck comes to the Cloquet line, and we have another player down.
Roloff.
That is Roloff. That's a second big hit he's taken. Took a big one earlier in the game. It's been a rugged game.
Yeah, it's getting to the point here now where we might have to see some penalties that are a little, maybe not penalties, but just control the game a little bit.
Yeah, on a 4-0 game.
Yeah. Certainly don't want to see anybody get hurt or.
So those last two big hits, one on Roloff, one on Shermone, neither of them drawing any penalties. Face-off, puck comes to Stauffer. Stauffer moves it ahead, kicks it in, and yeah, right now Cloquet looks like they just want to finish every check, leave a couple marks here.
Yeah, as long as it's clean.
As long as it's clean. As the period comes to an end, Thunderhawks lead 4-0 after 2 periods of play, 2 in the first, 2 in the second. We'll take a break. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hey there, Tony here from your neighborhood Sammy's Pizza and Restaurant in Grand Rapids. While recently cheering on our Thunderhawks, I realized Sammy's Pizza is as much of a tradition around here as hitting the ice. This hockey season, I want to invite you to visit us before or after the game. Just as in 1954, every pizza is still made fresh with our signature crimp crust, fresh sauce, and our secret blend of seasonings. We're at 802 South Pregame Avenue and online at Sammy'sPizzaGrandRapids.com as well as MySammys.com.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Stop into CarQuest and save $20 on a Schumacher fully automatic battery charger, engine starter, or Schumacher's all-new 2,500-amp rugged lithium jump starters. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Have rising fuel costs got you down? Us too. It's Tammy from Lake Country Power, and if you're tired of paying unpredictable prices for fuel oil, natural gas, and propane, then it's time to go electric and save with our dual fuel options. Lake Country Power's electric heating, cooling, and water heating programs are stable and competitive. You'll save money on your energy costs and cash in on rebates. Call Lake Country Power today and ask about our dual fuel programs.
This is a story we all share. Of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, facing our toughest challenges head on, believing that together we can build something better and take care of each other, because this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Essentia Health is where you belong. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
My name is Nate Lloyd, and I am VP of Business Banking at Grand Rapids State Bank. I was born and raised in Grand Rapids, so this community means a lot to me. For generations, Grand Rapids State Bank has been one of the strongest supporters of the community. One of the great things about helping our customers is seeing the impact it has on both them personally and professionally, and seeing that impact on a global basis is very rewarding. I'm Nate, and I work at Grand Rapids State Bank.
The Grand Rapids State Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
At Jimmy John's, we want your sandwich to arrive freaky fast, so it's freaky fresh. So we only deliver within 5 minutes of our stores, and not farther. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com. 5 minutes is not a guaranteed delivery time. Actual delivery times will vary.
Chuck-a-puck going on as the cheerleaders collecting the pucks. Grand Rapids leading 4-0 after 2 periods of play. Solid period for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, they took the commanding lead in shots that period with an 11-4 advantage, and certainly better off of the face-offs and able to generate a big power play goal.
And for Grand Rapids right now, it's play hard, don't do anything dumb, and don't get hurt.
And survive, yeah. I think that's what it is. Quite honestly, if I'm in that locker room right now and I'm on that staff, I'm telling them get their sticks up to protect themselves. If they're going to be taking some liberties and some runs and whatnot, you got to get that stick up and protect yourself.
Yeah, and head up and head on a swivel.
Yeah, and keep your feet moving. As soon as you stop your feet, you're going to be vulnerable.
So, and the reason we're talking 2 big hits right at the end of the period, Will Shermone going off slowly, and then Luka Roloff going off slowly as well. And both of those players have taken multiple big hits tonight.
Yeah, they've taken some shots, and I don't want to say it's been, a dirty game by Cloquet by any...
No, it's been a rugged game.
It's been rugged. They've been playing hard, and I think on Roloff's hit, I think maybe questionable as far as timing. What did he get hit while he had the puck, or did he move it 1, 2, and then get hit?
Yeah, I thought that was a hockey play.
Yeah, I thought they were both hockey plays.
Not accusing anyone of playing dirty, but Cloquet certainly emphasizing going on after the body. It was like the puck was certainly secondary after that 4th goal.
Oh yeah, I think there's a little bit of that going on right now for sure.
But Grand Rapids, a solid effort. They have a big weekend coming up with White Bear Lake and Hill Murray coming up on Friday and Saturday. They've got 2 Twin Cities weekend trips coming up. That one, and then the Andover Wayzata, I believe.
Andover Wayzata.
And then Maple Grove is a standalone.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maple Grove's
down and back, like they did at Moorhead. And I drove to Moorhead to do that game on Saturday. That's a long time to go for one game.
Yeah, that's a long haul. I mean, it's really maybe a little bit worse than going to the cities sometimes.
Yeah. And Maple Grove kind of, a little bit on the north edge. Probably about a half hour farther, or at least 20 minutes farther to Moorhead.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true. I bet, what is it, about 2:45, 2.5 to Maple Grove?
Yeah, probably about that. And it was, well, of course, I'm out east just a little bit, so it's a little farther for me, right?
Yeah, that's true.
4-0 Grand Rapids as the Zambonis are out. We'll take another break, come back with the Dr. Lee Jeffs between periods summary. 4-0 Rapids after 2 when you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hi, this is Steve from Rapid Garage Door and Awning, your local garage door expert. Whether you're building new or remodeling, we have top quality residential and commercial garage doors and openers from names you can trust, like Cloquet, North Central, and LiftMaster. From installation to parts, we have the products, skill, and competitive pricing you are looking for. We listen to your needs, find a solution, and stand behind our work to ensure your satisfaction. You can reach us at 218-326-1333 and at rapiddoor.com.
The Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on your way to Lake of the Woods and all lakes and rivers in between. What's at the Winnie Trading Post? Groceries, gas, live bait and tackle, propane, Tykes Meats, and automotive needs. The Winnie Trading Post, 12 miles north of U.S. Highway 2, located at the junction of Highway 46 and Winnie Dam Road. Find the Winnie Trading Post on Facebook.
The 6-pack in a pound is now $2 off at Taco John's. But what's the right occasion to enjoy 6 crunchy tacos loaded with seasoned beef plus a pound of potato olays? How about date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, picnics in the park, picnics in your kitchen, camping, tailgates, anniversaries, bribing friends, bribing pets, bribing yourself, birthdays, holidays, and any day that ends in Y, to name a few. The 6-pack in a pound, now $2 off, only from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download the app, earn free food.
Ready, steady, Yeti. When it comes to finding a company for your next project, you won't find a better team around than Yeti Earthworks. They're a local landscaping contractor ready to help you with whatever you need done. They're properly insured for your next project and only use quality products and state-of-the-art equipment. Maintaining your property can be stressful and time-consuming, so let Yeti Earthworks take the load off your back. They're our area's premier dirt work company. Find out about their services online on Facebook or at YetiEarth.com. Otherwise, call 218-259-0080.
It's time to drop the puck on the best home deals in the Northland. Wayne Roskus here, sales rep for Eisman Homes in Cohasset. We are here so you can score the best deals of the season. Don't get a 2-minute penalty for holding off on visiting Eisman Homes' brand new location. Manufactured and modular homes are always your best shot at realizing the home of your dreams. For the best game plan, team up with Eisman Homes. The biggest save will be on your investment at Eisman Homes of Cohasset. Your home, now.
Hi, this is Alex, and my mom and dad are Brandy and Gabe Miskowicz, proud owners of the Dutch Room. Did you know that the Dutch Room has been a part of this community since 1974, and that we are known for the best pizza, burgers, and wings in town? Did you also know that the Dutch Room has big screen TVs, a pool table, game room, and a party room? The Dutch Room in Grand Rapids, the best place to eat and spend time with family and friends. Come check us out.
4-0 Grand Rapids after 2 periods of play. Between period summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess, caring for your family's dental and oral health, and proudly supporting the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a winning season. They still, on our live scoreboard, they still don't have that third goal up.
I was going to say, I was questioning myself, and I think I have it right.
Well, they said Broberg unassisted, or not Broberg. There we go.
Yeah.
Gunderson.
Yeah.
And they didn't give any official assist.
Well, we're going
to give one to Hayden Davis, aren't we?
Yeah, Hayden Davis rushed the puck up the ice and made a good power move to the net. And the only thing I can think of is Caleb Gunderson got 2 shots at it, so got the first one and then got his own rebound, and maybe they wiped that off. Nonetheless, high school hockey, Hayden Davis definitely
he made the play.
He gets an assist. Definitely made the play. So he put Grand Rapids up 3-0 with Caleb Gunderson finishing it off, and then a penalty in the period on Cloquet, number 20, Lucas Rauner for holding, and then Grand Rapids making them pay with Jacob Garski finishing off a hard-working power play from Kyler Miller and Gavin Forrest. Shots in the period 11-5 Grand Rapids for 2-period total for each team's 15-15.
And shot attempts 16-9 favor of Grand Rapids. 2 blocks for Grand Rapids, 4 for Cloquet. Hits 6 for Rapids, 10 for Cloquet. Face-off wins. Grand Rapids turns it around almost exactly. 14 wins, 6 losses, 70%. And scoring chances 4 for Rapids and 2 for Cloquet. Grand Rapids leads 4-0. That's your Dr. Lee Jess between periods summary, caring for your family's dental and oral health and proudly supporting the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a winning season. We'll be back with third period action next on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
When you're looking for a realtor, you want to look for somebody that has experience. They have knowledge of contracts and the process.
The market's drastically changed, and you need a professional that's been through a lot of other homes in our marketplace to understand the true value.
And using a realtor is important, but they're, again, not any realtor. I said there's a night and day difference between different realtors. And
it's just so important to get it right the first time.
Work with the best. Coldwell Banker Northwoods, Itasca's real estate leader.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aiken provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we've put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand. We'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
Third period action just underway as the Thunderhawks bring it in on the far side. Comes to Blaine Mortensen. Mortensen fights for it. Big scrum in the corner, in the near corner, where I have to look through some traffic. Puck squirts out, comes all the way down the ice. Gunderson comes out to play it. Was that going to be icing?
I think the Grand Rapids player shot it, potentially.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was going to say Gunderson may have just wanted to play it to keep the game going, too.
He might have. He confidently came out of the net like he knew it wasn't icing, though.
Now Hayden Davis into the Cloquet zone. His pass doesn't connect. Back out to center ice. Broberg back to get it. He's out there with Stauffer. Tipped into the zone by Gunderson. Keep an eye out for both Roloff and Will Shermone, who went off slowly late in the period. Forecheck by Gavin Forrest, gets the puck, comes to Miller. Miller spent a little too much time lining up the shot, never got it off.
Yeah, he massaged it a little too much there.
Puck deep in the Grand Rapids zone. Back checking and picking up the puck out to center ice. Now Broberg and Stauffer goes into the boards, but the puck comes behind the Grand Rapids net. Jones after it. Gavin Forrest picks it up, goes rink wide. Kyler Miller drags it into the zone. Miller puts on the brakes. Backhand centering pass, but the only one there was Dane Painovich. Gets it outside the zone.
Good news. I see Will Shermone up. Bad news is I'm not seeing the other one.
You're not seeing a roll-off over there?
I think he might be taking a rest right now on the bench.
Henke and Bauer Murphy out as the defensive pairing. Xander Scheinman takes the draw. It rolls in on Gunderson. Now here's Xander Scheinman. Gets it out to center. Scheinman follows it up. Has a shot right on net. Rebound. Cleared away by Rauner at the last minute.
Xander Scheinman's made some real nice plays this game. That one is a good offensive play, and he's made a lot of smart chips and good support plays.
Grand Rapids not in any hurry to come out from behind their own net. And why would you with a 4-0 lead? Stauffer goes far side, moved ahead by Bauer Murphy into the zone. Scheinman after it on the forecheck. Also back to get it is Snesrud. Snesrud can't control it. Now Rauner being hassled by Scheinman. Broberg tries to keep the puck in, delivers a check, but not able to get the puck. Now Drennan all by himself loses the puck in the zone. Out to center ice. Flipped around the boards, comes out to center where Painovich stops it. Comes rink wide to Bertagliat. Caleb Gunderson tries to get it up the boards. Now to Mortensen. Mortensen with a little bit of room. Slides it in front. Gunderson was tied up.
Nice look by Blaine Mortensen. He got the goalie kind of to bite on him.
Shot right on from Davis. That's turned aside by Sickman. Puck at the blue line.
This is kind of exactly what Grand Rapids wanted here. Just good smooth playing.
Thunderhawks pick up the puck. Henke cranks up a slap shot. Sickman makes the save and holds on. 4-0 Grand Rapids, 13:01 to go third period. And that rugged to the almost headhunting type of play we saw at the end of the second period, nowhere to be found yet in the third.
No, it's not. And I think both teams are doing a good job of just keeping the puck going north and keeping the puck moving and getting opportunities off of the rushes.
Puck comes back to Stauffer. Stauffer lets a shot go. I don't know if that got all the way through or not.
Always nice when you're a defenseman and no one comes out to block your shot.
Puck stopped at the red line by Broberg. Flips it up to Forrest, who puts it in deep. Rauner takes a bit of a hit from Garski. The Lumberjacks out to center ice. On the far side, Thunderhawks ride that off with Stauffer. Puck out to the boards past Rauner. And out to center. Snesrud over to get it. Nice job by Rauner. Moves it ahead, and that's an offside. Officials proving they do know what the offside is. They've waved off about 3 that I thought were before.
Yeah, but good pace and good flow to this third period here for both teams.
Thunderhawks leading 4-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Xander Scheiman wins the draw. So we haven't seen either Shermone or Roloff out on the ice. And why would you, I guess, with a 4-0 lead? You're feeling a little bit iffy. Yeah, we don't need you today. We need you this weekend.
Right.
Puck out to center ice as Dulong able to get it in. Drennan has it go off his stick, and now out to center ice with some speed comes Kilichowski. Kilichowski takes Bauer Murphy into the boards behind the Grand Rapids net.
I think this has been a good bounce back game for Gus Drennan coming off injury. He's out there working hard, and he's been just a bounce away or a inch away from making some real nice scoring chances.
And it seems like he's kind of regained confidence as the game has gone on.
Yeah, he's playing with confidence, and I think one thing that would help him is just fire that puck. You know, maybe one less stick handle.
Shot right on. Gunderson makes the save. Now it's shot back in behind Gunderson. Dulong pokes it out to center, but it comes back into the zone. Dulong tries to poke it ahead. Long shot. Oh, that worked through some screen. I couldn't see Gunderson. Somehow Gunderson stopped the puck.
Yeah, it was a good shot by Cole Painovich.
Now a pad save by Gunderson from a point shot. Another shot. Rauner instead goes to the half wall. Good cycle right now by the Lumberjacks. Grand Rapids gets it out. They're trying to make changes as the puck comes back into the zone. They were gassed.
They were gassed, and tough spot to change, but
they got
fortunate to get away with it.
As the Thunderhawks deflect that, Gunderson gets it out to center. Mortensen slaps at it, comes to Hayden Davis. His shot goes just wide of the far post.
Hayden Davis had half a more second on that when he gets that puck wide. He scores that more times than not with how heavy and quick release his shot is.
Long shot goes wide of the Grand Rapids net. Kept in there by Danaski as the puck goes around behind the net. Picked up by Broberg. Takes a hit, gets it all the way to the blue line. Hayden Davis puts on the brakes, waits for help. Puck taken off his stick finally by Cooper Helena and out to center.
Grand Rapids stretching that guy into the neutral zone has really made giving them some more opportunities offensively and getting the puck out a little bit more cleanly.
To the point, shot right on, and Gunderson sweeps that into the corner.
So Miles is still going to have to work for it.
Yeah.
They're not going to just give it to him.
Been a couple shots that were screened as the offside is called on the Thunderhawks. The one shot that we had the perfect angle from behind the shot, I couldn't see any part of Gunderson.
No, and he had a great angle on it. He took away the 5-hole. The only chance that had to go was underneath him, and he did a good job of staying in the angle.
Cloquet wins the draw. Bringing it in is Kilichowski. Fight for it deep in the corner in the Grand Rapids zone. Hey, Will Shermone out there. Nice to see that.
Yeah, I saw him up on the bench. So.
Yeah, I just hadn't seen him get a shift yet.
Maybe you see him get a goal.
Hey,
ooh,
worked his way in, and now had the puck go off his stick. Drennan, go to the front of the net, Monk.
Great
and
play.
Shot off the side of the post.
You're right. Gus Drennan is playing with a little bit more confidence like we're used to seeing him play with here.
Icing call on Cloquet. Faceoff will come back into the Cloquet zone. Let you know that this period's video brought to you by Patriot Real Estate EXP. The real estate market does feel like it's changing every day. And if you're thinking of selling or buying a home, the realtor you choose will make all the difference. You can rest easy when you hire Melissa Roberts, the local market expert with Patriot Real Estate Group EXP. Find her on any of the social networks. She's quite good at staying active on all of them. Puck comes into the Grand Rapids zone. Stauffer bounces it up. Had that perfectly to Miller, except it was blocked by the referee.
He did. That was a really nice little play, and it just kind of hit the ref.
Miller tries to lug it off the boards, goes off the boards, down the ice, and they'll call icing on the Thunderhawks. 8:04 to go, third period. Thunderhawks lead by a score of 4-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Game is also brought to you by Guy Claremont Financial, Coldwell Banker, Northwoods Realty, Essentia Health, Northern Star Co-op, Cenex, Grand Rapids Dental Care. Spin around shot, doesn't get through. Backhand shot, saved by Gunderson.
See, a little thing there. I think great job by Will Stauffer staying with his guy off of that face-off. He stayed with his guy, and because of that, he took away a goal. Otherwise, his winger was going hard to the net.
And Grand Rapids, I believe, is going to pick up a penalty here. It's going to go to Blaine Mortensen. And that was a close-in chance on the backhand. I'm going to give Miles the save of the game on that. I don't know that he'll have a better one before the end of the game. Brought to you by M&H Convenience Store. When you're on the run looking for a quick and healthy snack or drink, it's M&H Convenience Store, the place to stop, and you can save 5 cents per gallon when you pay inside.
Did you see what he got that for?
I did not. But Blaine Mortensen goes to the box for a 2-minute penalty. Grand Rapids Police Department penalty kill. Cloquet right now 0 on the power play. Called it for hooking. Try to go to Danaski on the weak side. Grand Rapids Police Department power play. They remind you that not everyone drives as well as you think you do. Impatient on the road may mean being a patient in the hospital.
I'm interested to see if Cloquet looks for that one-timer from Rauner, because that's where I see opportunity here for their power play.
Well, they tried the one-timer to Danaski on the near side. Grand Rapids picks it up, shoots it down the ice. Sickman leaves it there.
Trying to catch Rapids in a change.
Yeah, it went all the way to the stretch man on the blue line. Danaski can't control it. Now Kazel puts it behind the Grand Rapids net. Broberg backhands it up the boards, but not out. Shot by Elena. That's blocked by the defense. Cleared down the ice. Nice job by Garski. Garski's had a nice game.
He has had a good game. So has Gavin Forrest. So has Kyler Miller.
Yeah, this line that's what changed in the Moorhead game. The second line came alive, and they've continued that tonight.
Always going to get a work ethic. Good play by Will Stauffer.
And Garski has a little bit of room. Comes in, shot, Shot it high and wide. 30 seconds left in the Cloquet power play. Grand Rapids leading 4-0. Out to center ice comes Knudsen. Knudsen into the boards. Broberg fighting for it there. Broberg had lost an edge and was down. Garski can't get it out. Stauffer takes his man into the boards. Both teams back at full strength. Painovich comes back to Rauner. Rauner dumps it down low. Broberg. Now Gavin Forrest puts it, took a weird bounce, came right to the side of the net. Thunderhawks will clear it, take the icing, and regroup.
Broberg had about a 1.5 minute penalty kill shift there. I think he's very happy to get off the ice right now.
Yeah, and Broberg isn't one of the defensemen that logged huge minutes this year.
No, but he's gotten some good minutes tonight, and he's played well.
Yeah, certainly has. Has his first goal. We'll get him on our Culver's post-game interview.
Oh, absolutely.
Shot saved by Gunderson. Just so calm.
That's a nice save. That's a harder. It wasn't a bullet by any means, but that was a harder save than he made it look.
He made it look easy. That is correct. Kyle Henke to Drennan. Drennan moves it ahead to Xander Scheiman. Centering pass to Murphy. Murphy carries it behind the net. Back to the point to Henke. Henke looking for room. His long shot gloved by Sickman, who will hold for the face-off.
You know, I'm feeling good for Gus Drennan. You know, coming back from a little injury, and you know what? He's moving his feet hard. He's playing hard. He's making some good decisions out there. He's gonna get rewarded. He's just got to keep building off of it.
Shot, goal! Through the 5-hole, Hayden Davis makes it 5-0. Right off the face-off.
I think all forwards touched the puck on that. For sure, Blaine Mortensen.
Mortensen will get 1 assist. Thunderhawks make it 5-0. As Hayden Davis puts it behind Sickman for Hayden Davis. That's his 4th goal of the season.
Good to see him start getting hot right now, and now would be a good time for him to start throwing in some goals.
When that second line starts moving the puck and starts creating opportunities and scoring, all of a sudden that first line relaxes and starts playing better.
Yeah,
because they're not pressing. They don't think they need to score all the time.
Yeah, contagious.
Yep. Puck shoveled in by Hayden Davis. And, you know, it's a great first line. I love this first line as it comes back to the point. Shot, nice pad save by Sickman. That was off of Stauffer's stick. But, you know, it's not Hayne, McLaughlin, and Miller. You don't have to pretend you are.
No. I mean, very few kids are.
Spin around shot doesn't get through. And I think when no other line is really going or creating chances, they think that's what they have to be.
No, they just...
And they just need to be themselves, and they're effective.
Yeah, they're a good power forward line.
Caleb Gunderson has room, and his shot gloved by Sickman, and he'll hold for the faceoff. 3:47 to go. Grand Rapids leading 5-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Sammy's Pizza of Grand Rapids at State Bank, Riverwood Healthcare, Grand Rapids Garage Door and Awning, Eisman Homes, and the Dutch Room, also among our sponsors. In front, that was tipped almost on net, and Gunderson watched it go wide.
Nice little play by Cloquet going to the net and just tilting his stick for a little bit of a tip there.
Thunderhawks control behind their own net. Here comes Broberg. Broberg gains the blue line. And the puck chopped back into the Grand Rapids zone. Gunderson leaves it there. Stauffer behind his own net. He'll turn away from pressure. Grand Rapids in no hurry to do much right now with a 5-0 lead. as the fourth line getting a shift. Nice to see that. As Svato, Salisbury, and coming in, shot goes just wide of the net.
This is going to probably get ugly.
And Gunderson is hot, and he goes after the player that ran him over.
That's going to be a game misconduct for Miles.
Yeah, he was throwing punches, and
no way he stays in this game.
And I actually don't blame him.
I don't either.
Because he was run over, his helmet taken off.
Yeah.
And he came up. He came up firing. We'll just say that.
This is going to be a lot of writing for me, I think, Sheldon.
Yes, I believe so.
So we got 10, 22, 11 for Grand Rapids.
The whole first line of Grand Rapids just skates over to the box, goes in, said, we're all here. And there'll be a couple players at least from Cloquet going in. As the captains get over to hear the explanation. Gunderson still hasn't put his cage back on.
No, I think his helmet's in the net. I mean, he did get run over.
He did.
I think Wade right now is gonna really fight to keep Miles in the game.
Yeah. Well, you want him to. He's played a perfect game so far.
He has. I hope that he gets to stay in here.
Puts the net back on. Now we're going to have the two referees, and the linesmen have talked it over.
It was such a good flowing period.
Up until right
2
then.
minutes and 47 seconds left. You know what I will say though. Like let's talk positive here. I love Will Stauffer. I love the way he plays. I like his composure on the ice. I like how he conducts himself on the ice. I bet you could count on the 3 years that he's played varsity hockey. I bet you could count on one hand how many times his shot gets blocked. It is not often.
Very seldom. He finds a lane, and I have never seen him panic on the ice.
No, he doesn't. Well, his personality isn't that.
Exactly.
The way he plays is pretty even keel, and that's the way he is off the ice. Fantastic kid, and I just the way he plays is, if my kids were old enough, I'd say that's who I would watch.
Duluth Marshall defeats Greenway 4-1. That's a final. And there were some games getting a little closer.
Hermantown was only...
East Grand takes down Roseau 6-5 in overtime at Roseau.
Hermantown was up 2-0 with 7 minutes to go.
Okay. Forest Lake, that game got to 3-2, but then Forest Lake prevails 5-2 over Coon Rapids. Minnetonka over Chaska 7-1. The winner probably isn't a big surprise, but the margin may be.
Yeah. Hermantown ended up winning 6-0, it looks like.
East over Denfeld 4-0. And the referees have made their decision. They will relay what's going on. And yeah, you're right. This was not a chippy third period. It was a nice flowing third period. And then, it was a scramble in front of the net. I never blame anyone for going after the puck, but he took a run at Miles. And that's going to, when that happens,
he did.
You're going to have the results that happened after that.
He did, and he took a liberty.
Yep.
Like he continued following through on Miles, and I don't fault Miles for sticking up for himself at all. I'm just going to be
defense, yeah.
I'm going to be really surprised if he gets to stay in, just because
He threw punches.
He did,
There's no question.
And that blocker is a deadly weapon. I think
so now
we're
Will
gonna,
Shermone comes to the box, and he wasn't even on the ice.
I think we're going to wait for Marv to update the site.
Which means we'll have it at the and another player coming over.
Wow.
That's a packed Bauer Murphy there as well now. So Shermone has to be serving the Miles Gunderson penalty. Oh, they take Salisbury out.
Yeah, Noah Salisbury out, and Miles Gunderson.
Is being talked to by the linesman. Right now, he's still in his crease. There's 75% of the players on the players' bench and 25% on the penalty box. And it looks like right now there's 5 players for Cloquet and 3 for Grand Rapids on the ice.
That's surprising.
Yeah. I mean, the initiator of this whole thing was number 3 running Miles Gunderson, and number 3 is still in the penalty box, but he may be the only one there.
So I think right now, most importantly, Miles is going to get to stay in the game and not get a game misconduct penalty. So we will have a 5-on-3.
We have a 5-on-3 with 2 2-minute penalties out of that. 5-0 Grand Rapids lead, but to preserve the 0, they need to kill a 5-on-3 here for 2 minutes at the end of the game. 2:34 to go. Top of the face-off circle. Shot doesn't get through, and it's cleared out to center. And Blaine Mortensen gets there first.
And a goal.
Oh, my! Blaine Mortensen hustled to the puck. As he was being taken down, flipped a one-handed backhand and put it past the shoulder of Sickman. Scores 3-on-5 shorthanded to put this game in running time.
Great second effort by Blaine Mortensen there. That was just hard work, and he benefited from that puck being on edge as he kind of shuffleboarded it into the net over the goalie's shoulder. Good effort by Blaine Mortensen.
And you say good second effort, but good first effort to get the jump and go for the puck.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because you don't always do that with 3-on-5.
He was seeing blood.
Yes, he was, and he made him pay. So the Thunderhawks now lead 6-0. Still 3-on-5. And I think they were just talking about who gets the assist. I'm glad I don't have a long drive tonight. This game is taking a long time.
It is. We'll be on running time though now for the next 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Well, that'll help you kill that 3-on-5 too.
Yeah, so we'll get like 45 seconds back.
Puck thrown into the Grand Rapids zone. This is a Grand Rapids Police Department penalty kill. Remind you to leave sooner, drive slower, live longer. Especially when the roads get nasty like they have sometimes.
Yeah, that slippery stuff.
Shot hits the outside of the post, goes wide. Back to the point. Far side to Stewart, now near side.
Good block.
That shot, that's blocked by Henke and flipped out to center and down the ice.
You love seeing shots being blocked in a 6-0 game.
That's right.
It's character.
Stoffer can't get the puck outside the zone the first time. And going in toward the net was Bobby Thornton. Let's just say I don't think you want to get anywhere close to the crease the rest of this game if you have purple on.
No, and I think Blaine Mortensen did a big service that's going to go unnoticed, though, by making this running time.
Yes.
Because the more time we can take in between whistles, the better off this is going to be for everybody, I believe.
50 seconds left as the penalty's just about expired. Now Grand Rapids back at full strength. Both players go straight onto the ice. Puck slides toward the crease. Picked up by Mortensen. Gets it out to center ice. 30 seconds left. Puck shot to the open wing. And a hand pass called on Cloquet, and that'll just about do it. Yeah, they don't have that penalty stuff sorted out. But we know Grand Rapids killed the final part of that. 10 seconds left. I don't think we're going to get another face-off here. 8 seconds. Players skating off, and this game will come to an end as the Thunderhawks, a 6-0 win over the Lumberjacks. We'll take a break. Grant Clapton will have a recap. We'll get our Culver's post-game interview and wrap it up here from the IRA Civic Center. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
If you're looking for a one-stop shopping destination while traveling through Deer River, or if you're a long-term area member, the Northern Star Cenex Travel Center is here to serve you. They offer 24-hour fueling of high-quality, top-tier Cenex gasoline in 3 grades: unleaded, super unleaded, and non-oxygenated premium. On the diesel island, they offer highly rated Cenex Roadmaster Premium Diesel for on-road users and dyed diesel fuel for off-road jobs, plus propane for your grilling and RV needs. It's all at Northern Star Cenex in Deer River.
When it comes to vehicle repair, you want the job done right. Look no further than Mackley Auto Repair. Mackley's work is guaranteed for 12 months or 12,000 miles. Let Mackley's ASE certified mechanics take care of your brakes, tune-ups, diesel repair, and battery testing. Mackley Auto Repair is your full-service shop specializing in electrical diagnostics. Get back on the road quickly with Mackley Auto Repair, downtown Coleraine.
Make White Pine Jewelers your full-service hometown jewelry store. We can size rings, set stones, and repair your jewelry often in as little as a week and right here in our shop. Our computer-assisted design program is available to create one-of-a-kind items or to repurpose existing gems. If you have something specific in mind, we will do our best to create it. We have over 30 years of experience in the jewelry industry. White Pine Jewelers in the Pregame Plaza behind McDonald's. Find us on Facebook and Instagram or visit whitepinejewelers.com.
Like peanut butter and jelly or rain in April, hockey and dentistry go hand in hand. Some things just belong together, so it should be no surprise that GR Dental are proud to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Hockey. From checkups and cleaning to dental implant placements and restoration, GR Dental is the winning choice for top-tier oral care. Let doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and the entire team at GR Dental help keep your smile looking its best. Call 326-3438 or find them online at grdental.com.
A year at S&S Meats in Grand Rapids. Happy New Year.
What a beautiful prime rib.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Honey, you shouldn't have. Look at that New York strip.
For Easter.
Mom, is the ham ready?
Memorial Day.
Pass me some jerky and cheese curds. Let's go fishing.
4th of July.
Throw some more jumbo shrimp on the Barbie.
Labor Day.
Need some more brats here.
Thanksgiving.
Honey, the smoked turkey makes the meal.
Christmas.
Did you get a meat bundle for Dad? He'll love it.
Anytime is a great time to shop S&S Meats. Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
Enjoy some of your all-time favorites at the Timberlake. You'll find forgotten classics like liver and onions, seasoned pork chops, and smothered hamburger steak. The Timberlake offers shareable selections too, including the Timber Basket and Wings and Rings. You'll find lots of options for lighter eaters and more appetizers, including escargot. Try the pecan chicken salad or a crock of French onion soup. Something for every appetite. The Timberlake, Highway 169 South, Grand Rapids.
Back here at the IRA Civic Center where Grand Rapids gets a Section 7 AA win against Cloquet, 6-0. Scoring starts in the first period by number 6, Will Stoffer, as he's able to get one to the net and put Grand Rapids up 1-0. And then Dominic Broberg gets his first goal as a Thunderhawk in his career to put Grand Rapids up 2-0 assists by number 3 Blaine Mortensen and number 6 Will Stoffer. Penalties in the first period. Grand Rapids Hayden Davis picks up a 5-minute major for boarding, and Cloquet's number 17 Ethan Kilichowski gets 2 minutes for roughing. Second period starts off with scoring by number 2 Caleb Gunderson, unassisted officially, but we'll give Hayden Davis the assist on that one, as he made a good power forward move to the net, gets the puck to the net, and Caleb Gunderson does a good job hanging out in front and banging it home. Penalties in that period go to number 20 Cloquet's Lucas Rauner, 2 minutes for holding, and that's all Grand Rapids needed to go up 4-0, as Jacob Garski was able to bury a hard-working power play shift off of Kyler Miller and number 16 Gavin Forrest. Real good hard-working shift by Kyler Miller. Nice little pass to Garski through the wickets and puts Grand Rapids up 4-0. Third period scoring. Hayden Davis able to bury one through the 5-hole off the face-off, assisted by number 3 Blaine Mortensen. And a short-handed goal to cap things off there after a wild little end to the period, with Grand Rapids being down 5-on-3 after a little bit of a melee in front of the net as Miles Gunderson was run over by the Cloquet player, and Grand Rapids took exception to it. Miles took exception to it, and fortunately for Miles, he was able to stay in the game, complete his shutout, and give Grand Rapids a 6-0 victory, as Blaine Mortensen was able to get a second effort goal and kind of shovel that puck over the goaltender's shoulder. Blaine Mortensen picks up the shorthanded goal with a 5-on-3. Shots for the game end in 26-22 in favor of Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids had a little trouble in the faceoffs in the first period, as they lost the shot battle 10-6, but definitely able to turn it around with faceoffs, leading the second period 11-5, and the third period ends with pretty even 9-7. So nonetheless, a nice hard-fought battle for Grand Rapids. And you know what? I think with the Andover game coming up, maybe a little help from Cloquet over Duluth East, you got an argument for a 1 seed, depending on how things kind of play out here.
Grand Rapids, a solid 6-0 win here tonight. And the 3 stars, yeah, there you go. There's all your, did you run over all of those?
Well, I did not, but we can. They just posted the third period penalties online, and it appears that Mortensen went for hooking, which had nothing to do with it.
That was earlier, yeah.
Bauer Murphy went for roughing, which I see because he was the first one in, kind of sticking up for Miles. Miles does get a roughing penalty for 2 minutes, which I would consider, Miles made it count. He made it count. He made his 2-minute penalty count, and good for him. And Svatos gets a roughing minor, and it looks like Antonuti and Butterfield also got him there, and Ryan Jones.
So 2 of those offset, and Grand Rapids got 2 extra ones. Greater Insurance Service, 3 stars, and insurance can be complicated with long policies, strange words, coverage, exclusions. GIS can help you understand what's in your policy and what's not, and help you get the coverage you need. And if there's ever a claim, they are there to help. Call Greater Insurance Service, 327-1854. Let's go number 3.
I'm going to give it to Will Stoffer. I thought he played a really good game from start to finish. I liked his leadership out on the ice when things got chippy out there. If you can't tell, I'm a big Will Stoffer fan.
It's always good to have a calm head somewhere.
Yeah, so I just really like the way he plays. So he'd be my 3-star.
Number 2.
I'm going to give it to Miles Gunderson. Always a shutout. Gotta be worthy of it. He had 22 shots, and he stayed in there tough at the end. And when things got, they came after him a little bit, and he held his ground.
Yes, he did. Number 1 star.
I think you got to give it to Dominic Broberg. Just in the fact that anybody that scores their first high school goal, senior year, in a victory. He got an insurance goal. I mean, Will gets the game winner technically, but, Dominic made it a little bit easier, so we'll give it to him, and congratulations to him for getting that goal. And I think it goes without. I think we got to point out that the Kyler Miller line, Jacob Garski and Gavin Forrest, for me,
they played so well.
They played really hard, and I mean, they even up front, Blaine Mortensen, senior leadership, getting on the score sheet. Hayden Davis getting on the score sheet. 2 seniors, two guys that they're depending on. I mean, you can't say enough about what they did today either. I mean, hopefully that carries over down the road.
6-0 Grand Rapids wins. Your GIS 3 stars. Number 1, Dominic Broberg. Number 2, Miles Gunderson. And number 3, Will Stauffer. One more break. We'll be back with our Culver's post-game interview and a final word from the IRA Civic Center. Thunderhawks win 6-0, and you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Paul Bunyan Communications has the latest in technology for your business, including state-of-the-art surveillance systems, HD infrared security cameras, digital video recorders for video surveillance, video signal devices, security monitors, and more. To protect your business, talk to your local communications cooperative. Paul Bunyan Communications, powered by the GigaZone. We have the latest in surveillance system technology for your business.
Welcome to the new year from everyone at Super One Foods. Hi, this is Kurt, store manager at Super One North. Stop in the meat department this week and pick up Black Angus boneless chuck roasts, $4.94 a pound. Or how about all natural golden plump whole fryers for just $1.66 a pound? Complement your meal with a delicious salad. Select varieties of Fresh Express salad blends, 2 for $5. Fill up the fruit bowl with new crop Texas grapefruit or California navel oranges, 3 to 4 pound bags, just $3.97. Super One Foods, proud to be part of your community.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Culver's post-game interview got Dominic Broberg and Miles Gunderson. And Dom, you get your first career goal, and talk a little bit about that one.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. The puck came out to the point. I was just trying to get it to the net. We had a good screen in front. Just trickled right in.
And Miles, you get a shutout. You've been locked in, especially the last 2 games. Has it felt better the last 2 games?
Yeah, it definitely has. I don't know why, but for some reason when I was earlier before these 2 games, I wasn't doing the same before game ritual, and now I've done it and it feels really, really good.
Well, and I don't know that you played. No one saw any bad goals. It just wasn't maybe quite the level that you had earlier in the season, and it's right back to that. Talk a little bit about this shutout, because there were some tough saves out there.
Yeah, for sure. Those games are tough because you're not with steady shot, so it's hard to stay focused, but I thought I did a pretty good job of staying focused and made the saves I needed to.
And Dom, you got a lot of ice time in the third period, and I think about a 1.5 shift killing a penalty. The legs feel it after that?
Oh yeah, I was tired at the end of the shift, but you got to keep grinding for Miles. He's been a wall back there.
And this was a rugged game, no question about that. Do you like playing in games like that, and how do you keep focus?
Yeah, they came in flying, but we were solid on the back end and were able to chip pucks out and get her deep.
Everyone says crash the net. They believe in that too, don't they, Miles?
Yeah, for sure. I got ran over a few times and I was sick of it, so I took a kid out at the end. That's all right, though.
Good win tonight. You got a big weekend coming up. What are you looking forward to?
We got these better teams. It's a good test for us before the playoffs. These teams we got to get by them, but it should be a good test for us.
Good luck, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Miles Gunderson and Dominic Broberg on our Culver's post-game interview, where the flavor of the day at Culver's is a caramel fudge cookie dough, rich indulgent cookie dough treat with ribbons of old-fashioned salted caramel, thick fudge swirled in creamy vanilla fresh frozen custard. 6-0 win for the Thunderhawks. Great game for Miles. Good game up and down the lineup. Final thoughts, Grant?
I think it's a big win. I think it's a big section win, and I think obviously you expect that out of Miles. You expect the defensive play to play the way they did, and I think that getting 6 goals is something that this team needs, and it wasn't against, not to beat down another opponent, but this Cloquet team played hard. So it was a well-earned 6 goals.
And it wasn't against a weak single A team.
No, it wasn't.
This wasn't against North Shore or something like that.
No, I mean, they had to earn what they got, and what I like to see out of it is some of the goals by some of the numbers that you're getting. The Blaine Mortensons, the Hayden Davis, the Will Stoffers. 4 out of the 6 goals were scored by seniors.
Yep.
So when you're looking to win and make a playoff push at the end, you need senior leadership, and they're getting that up front, and they're getting it from their D, and clearly Miles in the net is, he's kind of the money maker.
That will wrap it up from the IRA Civic Center. Next 2 games on the road at White Bear Lake and Hill Murray on Friday and Saturday. We'll have them both for you here on J105. John Toivonen and Marv Burt will be the broadcast team, bringing you road hockey on Friday and Saturday. For Grant Clafton, Super Joe back at the station, I'm Sheldon Willis. Final score, a 6-0 Grand Rapids win. And you've been listening to it on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.